Rock, I was
1,
going
2.
to try it like this, but nah.
Don't adjust your TV dial, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing what you think you're seeing. Everybody tuning in on Facebook, on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Everybody tuning in on hashtag PVT with, we're both co-hosting tonight. Mr. Rock and Roll James,
Yes,
baby.
sir. Yeah, thank you. Muchas gracias. Midland, Texas, Permian Basin, RV and Boat Show, right here with Ron Hoover from Odessa. We want to thank Ron Hoover from Odessa for inviting us. Anthony Patterson, just a wonderful dude, ¿verdad, Bumper?
No, for sure, man. A guy who supports Tejano music, supports our cultura, and of course does great things for a lot of people, man.
Y canta también, bro. Canta.
Yes, el vato.
Yeah, he's a
Congratulations. He's number one on K Alamo 98.9 there in San Antonio. He came out number one this week on the countdown.
Qué bárbaro.
Me voy a Kansas City.
Yeah, that's a classic tune, and I remember he called me up because he did a song también. It was Colorado, I think. The song where.
Is he trying to? He's trying to cover all the states, or
well,
what?
it was a country song. He called me up, and it's a song from Nancy Griffith. Yeah, Gold Star State of Mind. It's called, and he called me up, and he said that a band from Carrizo Springs, because he's originally from Carrizo Springs, right? And in that area, and he said that there was a band very popular. They recorded that song, and he re-recorded it, and he sent me the copy, and I said, oh yeah, that's that country song from Nancy Griffith. He goes, what? And I go, yeah. So I sent him the link, and it was like, I love the song.
El vato no hizo el research.
Yeah,
That's what
no,
you're
well,
saying.
you know, I mean, he knew the original from the Tejano Conjunto, but it was actually a country song, and it mentions Corpus Christi, and she's in Colorado, and her husband or her boyfriend's in Corpus Christi, and she's drinking wine and watching a late night movie with John Wayne, Rode Away through the sun, and she's in a Lone Star State of mind, and that's the name of the song. But no, man, I mean, Anthony's doing some really good things, and he's got a great voice, and está simpático, cabrón, también.
Yeah,
Está
no,
chulo.
he's a good guy, man. Big heart. Guys, if we have plenty of time to get out here. If you're in Midland, Odessa, anywhere here in West Texas, you can get down here. Just beautiful, beautiful place. They got beautiful RVs for you guys to walk in and see. If you're a wife and you've been dreaming of having an RV, this is the place you need to bring your husband. Have them walk through, pick the one you want. Let Anthony and Leo and all the guys from Ron Hoover help you take the one that you want home, man. So, Rock, it feels different having a co-host. Again, you know, for the people here, we were talking before we went live. I wanted to give a quick story of me and Rock and Roll James, right? Because you know, Rock, in the industry, I think a lot of people think that we're
competitors.
We're competitors.
Oh, we are.
No, you're right. We are.
But it's like two boxers that get in the ring and beat themselves up, and then they hug at the end of the fight.
That's
you know
it.
What I mean?
That's it. Exactly. But
Nope.
I wanted to tell everybody, you know, when I started my journey as a podcaster, and that sounds really, really cool that I started a journey as a podcaster. It just accidentally happened, the way it happened. But once I took it seriously, I was already watching hashtag PVT. And Rock he had been doing interviews I'd been watching for a couple of years, and then he started the hashtag PVT, and I said, okay, a ver, let's see if you reach out to me. I knew some people that knew him. I got his number. I called him. He answered a number from California, and I said, Rock, this is who I am. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I want to do. He says, Ira, you got to call Sweetwater.
Yeah.
Right. So he helped me with all the equipment.
Sweetwater's it's an online equipment company where you can buy stuff for bands, also for podcasting and stuff like that. Yeah.
So I hit up Rock, and he says, you need to get this, this, and this, and once you get that, you call me, and then I'll walk you through the rest. This guy could have been like, hey, dude, I don't know who the hell you are, how you got my number, but don't ever call me again, right? But he didn't. He actually told me exactly what to get. Once I got it, he told me, hey, this is what you're going to do. We actually use the same exact programs for our programs, right? We use the same We use the same program to run everything.
Yeah.
So that was my first introduction to rock. I mean, I knew rock for many years of the interviews with Selena and stuff like that. I knew who he was, the on-air personality, but personally, I didn't know him. And rock, I've always said that to people. I've always thanked you for doing that for me. You know what I mean?
No, I've always believed in sharing my knowledge and sharing my experience and sharing my contacts and stuff like that. Because a lot of people don't understand that competition is healthy. You know, the more there is, the better there is, not just for each one of us, but for the business and for the industry. So the more outlets we have to promote our type of music and genre and culture, the better for everybody and the better for the industry and the culture and the raza, you know. So I know back in the day in the 90s, everybody was like very competitive to where they can't be on stage or you can't be here or I'm going to open up and you know what, let me tell you a real funny story, dude. I ran into the Navairas. Rigo was there, as a matter of fact. He's going to be here with us. So I was hosting the San Juan Noche de Paz on the 12th of December, and Midland was headlining, and the Navairas were playing at 5:30 p.m., right? And Johnny Casillas was running around because he's doing their road managing stuff. So he was getting all these equipment and stuff like that. He's Emilio's, brother-in-law, because Emilio was married to his sister, ex-brother-in-law, and he's also the uncle of the Navairas, of Diego and Emilio Jr. So I see him running around, right? And they're playing at 5:30. And I told him, hey, man, these early gigs are the best, right? He goes, hell yeah. And I told him, remember back in the 90s, vato, cuando nos peleamos para cerrar el show y ahora nos peleamos para abrir?
You're right. You know, David Lee, when I talk to David Lee, he's one of those guys, he's like, hey, man, you want to put me first? You want to put me second and third? I'm home sooner.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So, but no, Rock, I think, going back to hashtag PVT and Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, you're absolutely right. You know, we both are here to support our música, our cultura, and everything that comes, right? Rock, I think you do an outstanding job when you go outside. You know, like me, I mainly do music, but when you start doing, politicians, wrestlers, actors, comedians, that's cool, man. Because, that's you. You know what I mean? You get to be yourself.
That's my ADHD.
That's what it's called?
I get bored very easy, so I'm very inquisitive, bro. I want to know everything, you know what I mean? And I know a lot about our culture and our industry. Well, I want to know something else too, and I want to know, and sometimes it kind of like coincides with our culture as well.
That's why we are the way we are.
Yeah, I mean, us as Hispanics, we don't just like Tejano music. We like country. We like heavy metal. We're just talking with Chente Barrera, and Chente was asking me about some heavy metal concerts. He freaked out with the cap I had, and it's Jeff Tate from Queensryche. And then Bumper says, you know about that stuff, bro.
Well, I didn't know Chente listened to heavy metal.
Well, he's a musician.
You're right, because a lot of Tejano musicians, I think their first love is a lot of them is heavy metal.
Let me tell you, in the 90s, every musician that was with Emilio, with La Mafia, with all these guys, I'd hang out with all the musicians, right? Because that's the way I was. I'd hang out with them. They were all rockers, bro. All of them. And it was crazy.
Well, Chente just didn't seem to me. I mean, does Lucky Joe look like a heavy metal rocker?
Lucky Joe le gusta puro southern rock, carnal. Puro
Sweet Home Alabama.
I figured Luck to be like a Depeche Mode, Cure.
Yeah. Puro you spin
Jinko jeans.
No, puro you spin me round.
Yes, like that.
Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you.
Igualito.
Oh my goodness.
No le hagas pedo, va a ponerle acordeón a la rola, carnal.
No, Rock. And again, Rock, it's super cool, man, to be here in West Texas. Honestly, bro, this is only my second time ever being in my life, ever coming to Midland, Texas. I did a church festival not too long ago, and this is the second time coming out here. I've been watching Landman. You've been watching Landman?
Oh, no, hombre, cállate, está emprendida mi ruca con esa novela, carnal.
You like Landman?
No, hombre.
Oh, Kim
La
Basinger.
esposa de Tammy.
Ay, Diosito de mi vida.
Está pesada la ruca, ¿no?
Yep. No, for sure. But that's the only connection I have to West Texas, bro. Like I've been seeing it. I'm waiting to see the brown truck. I was driving. I was awake, waiting to see the M-Tex or ¿cómo se llama?
M-Tex.
M-Tex. Looking for the truck, but I didn't see it. But no, definitely it smells different.
Yeah. And it's, you know what, when we were driving over here, because let me tell you, this venue is amazing, dude, the Horseshoe, Midland Horseshoe. But when we're coming over here, I saw all this equipment. I said, that's the business to get into here, like the equipment, man, because they need the equipment, right?
Everybody needs equipment.
But it's you don't see any hills or mountains or anything. It's just flat land over here.
Little tumbleweeds, is that what y'all call them? Tumbleweeds?
And yesterday we got here 24 degrees, papa. Cállate la boca, shut up. Yeah, so we went and we stayed at the Elegante in Midland. Y pues llegamos ahí, le pegamos al buffet de volada, cállate.
No, but don't rock. I saw your post, rock. You had room service, dude. I saw it.
No, that was later at night. Pero this was
what was underneath those platitos? You just put the platitos, but we didn't know what was underneath.
Since me y la baby doll teníamos cuarto, ordené puro aphrodisiac food, carnal. ¿Entiendes la onda? Para que se calientara.
Bueno, Dr. T's. Dr. T.
Venía una syringe y una pastilla. Ay, no te creas. But I put it on Facebook. I put the 2 metal lids. Like, guess what it is? Para que la raza, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So they can raza can start like putting up jokes and stuff like that. But that restaurant, we got here from the airport. We went to the restaurant. Y dijeron, now there's a buffet right down the hallway here. Se llama el Calypso. You conoce el Calypso. Y está bueno, so we went. Oye, la baby doll tenía un plato de carnitas con un omelet y que la chingada, y un bowl de caldo y un waffle y que la chingada. Y no, hombre, y yo también, pues teníamos hambre, carnal. No dormimos toda la noche el viernes porque el flight was leaving at 6 o'clock. So we gotta be at the airport at 4 o'clock. So ni para qué dormirnos, carnal, ¿entienden la onda? So llegamos ahí, nos hicimos garra y llegamos al cuarto bien perrodos y a madre, carnal, hombre. Y dije yo, chingado, me quería rolear, ¿entiendes? I want to take a nap. Y my wife was like, ay, why didn't you stop me? Why didn't you stop me? Le dije, yo no te voy a parar. Porque te digo, hey, babe, don't eat too much. I'm not going to eat nada. Yo, no le puedes decir nada a las mujeres, ya sabes.
Hey, Rock, do you ever have to go pay for a buffet and it's expensive? You know, they eat like little birds. And I hate that, bro.
Carnal, we don't do buffets, bro.
Well,
that's why.
Well, I do buffets. Like
I can tell.
Hey, watch out. Ya valió. Check it out.
You walked right into that one, bumper.
But when I go, bro, I hate, like, if I'm paying for somebody and they just get like I don't know, like a caldo, and that's it. They just eat that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, hey, dude, there's crab legs. There's all kinds of, like, get your money's worth. You know what I mean? And then you leave, and then it's like, hey, Dad, can we stop and get a bag of chips? We just left the place, man. He didn't want to eat, now get his bag of chips.
Yeah.
See, that guy always laughing because his kids do the same. They're laughing because they do the same thing, right? When they go to the buffets. Well, you want to bring up an artist?
Pues dale gas, que nomás tú que está desgraciado para los buffets. Era, pero ya no porque está bien flaco de a madre. Perdió peso.
This dude?
Ya no es cachetón.
This guy?
Sí.
You used to be cachetón?
when he first started, when he was with Jennifer y los Jets, and you know, and he was frijoles, estaba bien flaquito. De repente se puso medio healthy, ¿me entienden la onda? Y ahora, mira.
You guys make some noise for Mr. Lucky Joe.
Prepara el micrófono, Lucky. He's been on the road all night. Llegaron ahora en la mañana al Elegante también. Le entramos al no, se pararon en el McDonald's, ¿verdad?
Sí, we were at McDonald's early in the morning. Pero once again, thank you for having us here. I mean, super excited to be here. Toda la raza that's here with us in the studio, al studio audience.
Yeah,
man.
Anthony Patterson and Ron Hoover, the Odessa, made this possible.
That's right, man. I'm happy to be here, man, and I'm happy to see you guys together, man. Chingao, that's
together,
great.
Together, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you sing for a rock band.
No, but that's tierra, man, right?
Hey, no, but I'm saying, but you sing. You started singing. You no canto. I just talk.
Sí cantas.
No, I just talk, bro. I just talk.
I think I heard you sing.
One of these days, we got to put a karaoke on this guy one day, right?
Dude, I want to give a shout out to this guy because I thought he was BSing. Right? We're in a public place, so I'm not going to cuss. But I thought he was BSing. Last night, me and my wife, we went out to go see Lucky Joe. He was playing there in San Antonio. And he invited us out, so we went out to go check him out. And Luck starts, dude, and he's looking around, and, the people are just enjoying the music. And he's like, hey, man, the first couple that comes out here and dance, I'm going to give them $100. I looked at my wife. She looked at me.
¿Qué chingados tienes?
No. I said, no, Rock. I told her, babe, he's BS, and he's gonna have a couple of, he's gonna make fun of him or something. Like, just stay put. And no, he said it one more time. I said, you know what? Dale. What's he gonna do? He can't say that. You know what I mean? I go dance, and Luck's like, all right, right there. Here you go. Boom. $100. So I got to get here today on Lucky Joe because he paid for the gas. Y'all make some noise for Lucky Joe.
But no. Don't think I'm trying to show off or nothing like that. I had one on the scratch off earlier. Me gané un scratch off. Me gané como $200. Y dije, you know what? I'm going to give it back. I'm going to pay it forward. So, the first couple that danced, pues ahí tenía unos $100. Dije, ahí está. And it's good, man, because the people get. You got to think of something to raise people's what the heck, what do you mean? Agarrar la atención, llamar la atención. Hoy en día, well, that's just me, man. I use that in my show. I incorporate a lot of interacting with our raza. Me gusta hablar con la gente, platicar con ellos. No nomás pararme, tocar y luego irme. Just stand up on stage, play, and then just get the hell out of there. I want to meet the people in a different level while I'm on stage, man. And it's been working, man. Gracias a Dios.
Well, we have some fans from Rankin, Texas, the Tejez family. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Tejez.
We're having breakfast with them this morning, and they said they wanted to go see you, and it was one of the most entertaining shows they have ever been to.
Rock, stop right there and say that sentence one more time. Exactly how you just said.
The most entertaining show that they had ever been
Porque
to.
salgo juggling.
No. You know what, Rock? And again, I'm not knocking any award show. I'm not knocking any of that. I was just a little, and who won? That's I'm okay with it. The person who won, they deserve it, right? But to me, Lucky Joe is one of the most, if not the most entertaining Tejano / Norteño light, whatever you want to call his music, entertainers.
Just because I gave you $100.
No, man, no. It's the truth. It's the truth, bro.
Thank you, bro.
You take us on a roller coaster ride, and I always tell people this story. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada. Thousands of people in this huge ballroom at the Tejano National Convention. Saludos to Dave Chavez and Sarah. And I was standing there with one of your bosses, Mr. Freddie Martinez Jr.
Oh, yeah.
We stood next to each other and we watched Lucky put on this performance in Las Vegas to thousands of people. And, pues, I mean, I don't cry, Rock, but my eyes sometimes get sweaty. Mm-hmm. Sometimes.
Eres bien llorón, carnal.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but when he was done with the show, man, me and Freddie both walked to the back, and we both were in the same thing because this dude literally went up on that stage, took the crowd on a freaking roller coaster ride, and that's what it's about. That was you took us to we were up here laughing, down here thinking about somebody we lost, our mom, our dad, right back up to having a good time, to fighting with your wife, to getting all of that. Mm-hmm. Lucky takes you on a whole ride. To me, I was entertained.
He's a communicator and a connector. And you could probably be a stand-up comedian if you wanted to try that too, because you can make people laugh, bro. You got stories, and a lot of times, that's the stories that we've lived through. We just le echamos un poquito más crema a los tacos, ¿entiendes?
Claro.
And so you're a storyteller as well. So you put all that together with the talent of performing with your voice and the accordion, and it turns out into a well-rounded entertainer. Not just an artist, not just a musician, not just a band.
Yeah.
And so you transcend, and then you're also very versatile, man. No nomás te puedes aventar una de Tejano, te puedes aventar una country, una rock and roll, una de todo.
Yeah, de todo.
So you come from that type of school where there's no boundaries to your talent, carnal, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I think they shouldn't be any boundaries, Si te dedicas a la música, si te dedicas al entertainment, pues you got to do that. And in my opinion, again, like I said, everybody has their show. Everybody does their own thing. But in my opinion, if you're an entertainer, the whole meaning of that word is to entertain your fans, you know, not only through music, but, you know, maybe through a little comedy, maybe through a little interaction. You know, that's why every time we play or every time we perform after the shows, we stick around, we sign autographs, we talk to the people. As soon as I walked in, man, you know, as soon as I walked in, I went and I shook everybody's hand that's sitting here right now, you know, without hesitation, because at the end of the day, we put our pants on the same way, you know, one leg at a time. And if you're paying money to go see me and I'm just not entertaining you, well, you're not getting your money's worth, you know. And pues, I mean, that's the best explanation I have for that. You know?
Lucky, would you say that the way you conduct your shows now, when you went on your own, because of course you played with a lot of big time artists, right, through your career, but now that you know, was that something you started doing immediately, or you grew as you got, you know, older in the industry, you kind of grew, your show just changed little by little, or you always have done that?
No, I think it changed through the years, you know, more experience, more being more comfortable on stage, because before I wasn't the lead role. Before I was the accordion player, or I was the backup singer, or I wasn't the front guy right in the front. So through the years, I started developing this kind of routine, como quien dice.
You find out what works and what doesn't work.
Exactly, you know. Yeah, man, porque pues, I mean, you have to read the crowd, you know, and see what's working and what's not working. And I think a big thing that really jolted me into being more interactive is the fact that I don't have animador, you know. I don't have the guy, bueno, para todos ustedes. I don't have that dude, you know, so I have to be that dude. I have to sing, you know, all night, and in between songs, I have to talk as well and be engaging with the crowd. And I think that in itself gave me a jolt, because sometimes I run out of stuff to say and I start being funny, or I think I'm being funny, and it comes out that way. It just comes out naturally. You know?
But your music's powerful enough to where if you don't add all that in between, you could just go song after song after song and it's still the same. But a lot of people it's like people watching our podcast, you know, people watch television, watch programs, watch YouTube to get away from thinking of their daily BS, right?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the same thing they're looking for when they go see a performance.
Es un escape. And like I said, you work all week, you work 2 weeks, a month to get your paycheck, and you save tu dinerito, tus centavitos para ir a ver un grupo. You know, you save your money to go see a band, and you don't want a guy just standing up there, man, just, you know, I mean, to each its own, right? Pero,
right, because there is some people that can just go up there, they put a left foot down, a right foot down, and they don't move. Itasina, and you know, they just sing and sing and sing. But
and then it goes back to what he said. They have music that's powerful enough not to.
Hay unos conjuntos, bro, que no hablan
but
nada.
You're unique.
One right after
the other. Yeah, la gente no se sienta, carnal. You know.
But you're very unique, look.
Thank you, brother.
And I admire that about you, dude. You know, last night, I mean, just last night, I got to see him last night in San Antonio. Sold out crowd there at Papi Gallos. Saludos to Papi Gallos. Is Papi Gallos, right? I said it right?
Yeah, Papi Gallos. We had a sold out show, man. All the tables were sold out. And we had a great time, and the owner was very impressed. I mean, he's like,
is it the restaurant?
No,
that's what I thought when I saw the name. But the coolest part of the night was Lux. I gave Bump, let's go get a beer. I said, well, I'm not drinking beer, I'm drinking whiskey, but I'll go with you. And I was gonna. I had $100. So I was gonna buy the beer, right? I said, hey, what do you want? Wait. Oh, now you got my money. You're gonna buy? I said, yeah, of course. Well, whatever you want, look. So the lady comes out, and I was gonna order one beer, right? He's like, no, let's get a bucket. I said, okay. So the lady goes and she reaches behind her, and she's like, you could tell she's kind of nervous, like can't find a bucket. Rock, swear to you, bro. Salió con un pinche Easter basket.
Con conejitos.
No, dude. It was just like a little. It was a little basket, right?
It was like a bowl.
A bowl basket. Yeah. So what does this guy tell me? Hey, bro, I'm gonna buy the bucket, but you gotta carry. So I had to carry So I went back where the band was like, hey, Bump, what is that? I said, I know, bro. It's like, no. He told. You know what he told the girl?
Le dije, falta el ramen. Where's the ramen? Because it was
The ramen noodles? What the parece like a ramen noodle bowl?
We had fun last night, man. Again, a big shout out to Papi Gallos. You know, it's great to see people come out, you know, with everything that's going on, you know, right now. It's good to see that, man, porque uno como artista, pues dependemos de la gente que llegue a nuestras presentaciones. And last night was a big eye-opener for me because, you know, a lot of people or a lot of fellow artists are like, no, que está gacho el pedo, que it's tough. And last night just proved everything different to me, man, because it was packed. And I'm like, you know, there's still Tejanos out there. There's still, you know, people that want to go out and have a good time, man.
And there's a lot of artists that have to be on the road, you know, because the music industry, the streaming money and all that stuff has kind of dwindled, you know what I mean, from the royalties and all that stuff. Yeah, so everybody's on the road, even in the rock and roll industry. Everybody's on the road. So people need to really pick and choose where they want to spend their money. And if they spend their money to go see you, you have to make sure you give them 110% so they can, you know, realize that their money is well spent, right?
Yeah, and it's a lot harder for us in our genre, in the Tejano industry. It's a lot harder because the stream count on, you know, these digital platforms are at an all-time low for Tejanos, you know, the streams. You know, you look into rock or R&B, hip-hop, country.
Cumbia.
The streams are so up there, and bands are able to monetize in different genres because the stream count is way up there. But for us,
the traditional Tejano.
Yeah, a lot of Tejanos, they don't even know what a stream is. You know, a lot of the fans, they don't even know how to download an app, you know, because they're 45 and above and no se
Go to
entran a ese show.
YouTube.com. They don't get a YouTube account.
Yeah,
they just go to YouTube and type in Rock and Roll James. That's it. They don't have an account where they're going to hit subscribe or whatever.
Yeah.
They're just going to it on the internet.
So that's why I think we need to educate our raza, man. Our Tejanos, you know, we need to educate them as far as downloading these apps, downloading iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, all that, so the stream count can grow, you know. Man,
you know what I was
tough,
watching? There's this guy named Rick Beato. He's a producer, big-time producer, and he has a podcast, and he interviews a lot of artists, and he's the one that, you know, I started learning a lot of this AI music and these bands coming up that aren't real, you know, it's
crazy,
just AI artists and AR music, right? And he was talking about how he had this artist, a country guy, and that his label didn't have the faith in one of the singles that he thought was really, really good. And he uploaded it 165 times on TikTok. And it went viral.
I believe it.
And so he said, what that tells me is the artist is in charge of their own marketing now. You know,
I thought, look, from here back to the valley, you can download your song right now, 165. Right? Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're not driving. You could just do it over and over.
No. What I'm saying is, like, don't ever think that, you know, a lot of us have that preconceived notion that we upload our song clip on TikTok 10 times. Yeah, es mucho, way.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's never enough.
No, you gotta
And look at the song that you just had go viral.
Yeah.
How long did it take for that to happen?
Well,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
so you gotta keep pushing your own music
exactly.
and uploading it as many times as possible. Para ti para nosotros, it might be like, ya estoy poniendo gorro.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you look. I mean, you're one of the very few artists in the industry that's ever recorded a song 6 years ago and have it come back on the top
That's what I'm
20
saying.
charts.
That's the one he's talking about, and you never know how that works, the algorithms and this and that. But I'm gonna tell you how that song went viral. I found the video, and it's a lady from Guatemala, bro. She uploaded the song in Guatemala. Is that Mexico, right? It's Mexico, right?
No, Guatemala is its own.
It's its own country.
No era de Guatepeor.
Se fue de Guatemala a Guatepeor.
Ay, Diosito.
Anyways, Sudamerica, right? South America?
Yeah.
There you go. I got it right. So she uploaded it, right? And she did a video of her just, you know, looking at the camera and, you know, with a song in the background. Y de ahí, another couple got it, and another couple got it. So that song has been used 22,000 times for a video with a sound clip. And each video sound clip, it totaled to like 16 million views. And the song se llama A Tu Lado Soy Feliz.
It's an amazing song.
Yeah,
Dad.
it's a really good
madre
song.
la
Yeah.
rola, carnal.
And that song, we released it in 2018. Just so you know, 2018. And it barely started getting
What I'm
traction.
trying to say, how many times did you upload it on your own?
Never.
Never.
I
So
never
if you had
uploaded it.
uploaded it 165 times like this country
Yeah,
artist,
yeah.
maybe that magic would have happened a lot sooner. So that's what I'm saying. All you artists out there, don't ever think that
Put in the work.
que estás poniéndole gorro a la gente con tus uploads de la misma rola, carnal. Porque it's what you got to do nowadays. Somebody's bound to hear. All it takes is that one person like Lucky to find that song and share it on their platform, and then everybody starts. It catches fire.
You know, obviously nobody has the secret. You know, we all have our own based opinion on what we can do. If we knew what the real secret was.
There is no formula.
There's no
exact formula,
you
for
know,
sure.
but what is real is the grind.
Yeah.
That's what's real.
The-
And
the
that's what we're talking
yeah,
about. You
well,
got to grind it, man.
The formula has always got to be consistency.
Exactly.
Don't stop. Keep going. That's what, I mean, look at me in Bumper.
Yeah.
I mean, what has made us, what has brought us to Midland? Consistency. We never stop. We never missed a Wednesday.
Those are the conversations that me and Rock have on the phone. Like, you know, and shout out to all the podcasts out there. I mean, there's a lot of music, especially Tejano podcasts that have come up through the years. There's some that have started, and there's some that you just don't see no more. But one thing you can say about hashtag PVT and Bumper's Wacky Wednesdays is that we've been consistent. Like, no matter what, we're going to have, I mean, I took off for Christmas, stuff like that. But other than that, every Wednesday, or sometimes Thursday, sometimes just depending, we're going to have a show, man. And speaking of Tejano music, Luck, that I have both of you here, there's something right now for you guys on social media that has our genre swirling right now with a lot of issues, right? One of them being the Houston rodeo, right? It started there. Now the people in the San Antonio rodeo, just right now, they just sent me a thing. There's people protesting in downtown San Antonio for Tejano night, right? To bring Tejano music back, right? You're calling it Tejano Day, and people are upset because they got Pepe Aguilar for the rodeo in Houston, right? And then, you know, there's people, I saw a post where like, hey, let's fill up a baile first before we can say we can fill up the Reliance Stadium in Houston. I get it. But what's your thoughts, man, on that when you call something, why are you looking like, you don't want to answer? We want to move on?
No, I'll answer. But I mean, I'm gonna be real about it, like super.
Well, that's what we want you to do. We want you to be real.
So I'll go to that comment that you said. First, let's fill up, you know, a club, man, and then start advocating for a spot in that level of, you know,
magnitude.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. You know, zapatero su zapato. You know, you gotta. Hay niveles, there's levels, bro, and you got to stay at your level. In my opinion, you know, it's good to dream, but when reality hits in, you have to be realistic with yourself. So first, it's baby steps. I've been doing this for over 30 years of my life. You know, I'm at the point where I'm on cruise control. I don't want to fill up an arena. I don't want to play at the Texas, Houston. I really don't. What I really want is consistency, work, trabajo, poder trabajar, hacer mi dinero, llegar a mi casa y darle a mi familia de comer y pagar mi luz y pagar mi agua. That's all I want, you know. But going back to that, first, fill up a venue of 500 people and then think about going and performing at a big, huge arena like that. You know, the following for our industry is not the same as a Pepe Aguilar, a Luis Miguel, Marco Antonio Solis, even, I'll go as far as even to say Frontera, which is in our genre of music. Their level, they can fill up an arena or be part of a stage of that magnitude, but in reality, in my opinion, yo no.
Well, you know, what I got to say about that is that the star of the rodeo is the rodeo.
Yeah.
So the arena gets full
regardless. Yeah.
So you can afford to put in a few artists there that are up and coming. You know what I mean? And they can get the exposure they might need, and then you know what I mean? But what they're saying is that Pepe Aguilar was born in San Antonio. You know what I mean? Okay. So he's considered a Tejano.
He's considered Tejano.
Yeah, he's a Tejano. Right?
Okay, yeah.
But he's just a different type of music, which is Mexican regional.
Pero mira, let's go back to the fact.
Right.
Watch, let's go back to the fact. ¿Cuánto cuesta el boleto del Houston Rodeo? Vamos a decir.
I would say probably about $75.
$75,
a cheaper
right?
ticket.
And people are advocating for Tejano music, right? But they don't want to pay $20 at the door when we're playing down the road. So where's the logic in that?
Quieren todo free.
You know what I mean? So where's the logic in advocating for Tejano music for the Houston Rodeo, and the ticket sale or the ticket is $100 or $75, but yet you don't want to pay $20 to go see me down the road or see any Tejano band down the road? Where's the logic in that? I think people want to advocate just because they want to find something to stir up. You know, a lot of people just want to stir the pot. No vale madre, no Tejano.
Stir the pot. You're looking at two guys on one couch to stir the hell out of the pot every week.
But again, and I keep on saying it, I'm not speaking for everybody out there. I speak for myself, and that's it, and that's my opinion.
But stirring the pot is great marketing.
I mean, when you're in the entertainment business, but when you're a fan and you want to stir the pot, you don't be a hypocrite. And I'm not calling fans hypocrites, but I'm saying, paga $5, $10, $20 para ir a verme, o quieres pagar 75. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand.
I get you.
Well, it depends, you know.
You know, the Houston, the rodeo, that's a huge event, man. And
it's
I'm
yearly.
With you. It's yearly, and I'm with you, Luck. Like, it would be crazy to say, hey, Lucky Joe's going to do the rodeo, right? The people that go to the rodeo, they're going to be there, but how many people are going to go buy a ticket just because it's Lucky Joe?
Yeah.
No, so, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. The music, the artist is just an added value to the ticket.
There you go.
The deal is the rodeo. So they can afford to bring in, I mean, I remember back in the 90s when you had Ram Herrera, you know, and Jay, and then you had David Lee Garza with all the singers, remember?
Yeah.
And then you had Selena, and then La Mafia, and you had those kind of bands. But right now in the Tejano genre, I think you could be able to put in a David Lee again and with the Lucky Joe, and then have Pepe Aguilar close or whatever. You know what I mean?
So that would be great.
Yeah, but okay, these are businessmen. So the same businessmen look at streams. They look at value. They look at what kind of value is this band going to bring to my show, regardless of it being the rodeo, and there's already people there. I get that. But a businessman wants more. They always want more. So they want to look at the numbers. And if your streams are 1,000 streams every year, pues, I mean, you know, or your demand is not there, pues ¿para qué te van a ocupar?
Common sense is going to tell you.
Deja tú, carnal, si nos piden a nosotros que toquemos allá, tocamos for free, carnal, exposure, ¿verdad?
Exactly.
No sale nada, carnal.
Exactly. Why not?
You know
no para decir que estoy en el rodeo,
Sí, a huevo, a huevo.
Rock, you know, this week on the show, we had Mike, and I asked him, I said, hey, Mike, what would you do different for the new artists? Mike Gonzalez. What would you do for the new artists? He said, like, well, you know, if I'm going to a town, I would like to maybe, if I'm coming to Midland, I would like to get a band here from Midland that's, you know, up and coming, and they want to play. I would let them open up for me. I think that's a great way of helping out younger artists and letting them, you know, share the scene.
Ahí está Grupo Entrego, carnal.
That's what okay, exactly a point. But here's, I'm not going to tell you who, but I had another conversation with somebody. This is the person that pays the bands, right? The promoter, right? He goes, Bumper, that question wasn't answered correctly. I said, well, tell me, what do you mean it wasn't answered correctly? He's like, yeah, because, you know, nowadays we go to a town, say you come to Midland and you want to get Lucky Joe's playing, you're going to get a band from here. The guy that's paying you goes to that band and says, hey man, I want you to open up Lucky Joe. I want to give you guys some light on your band, you know what I mean? Share some love to you. Well, sometimes those bands, they want just as much money as the Tejano artist that's coming, right? You know, some of it is. You said it earlier. There's just no formula, right? There's no formula method to the madness, right? But to the new artists, like, come on, man. you can't ask for $200 less than the main guy that you're hiring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're trying to get seen.
There's no such thing as exposure, man. Right now. Maybe back in the day, for exposure worked. But right now, social media and the internet is all you need for exposure. So if you're going to come up to me, if you're a promoter and you come up to me and tell me, hey, man, I'm going to put you here. It depends. It depends. It depends.
I was going to answer that.
Yeah, it depends. Houston Rodeo. Yeah, I'll do it for exposure. Hey, you got to sing the national anthem at the Dallas Cowboy game. Yeah, I'll do it for. But if I'm going to go open up for a band and
En un salón.
en un salón o un club and hey, it's exposure, man. Te va a ver chingo de gente.
Te damos un barril de vironga, carnal.
Sí.
We used to play for beer, bro.
Basket.
Man,
We used to play for beer, bro.
all you got to do is turn on your phone and go on TikTok, go on Facebook, go on and just promote yourself. You got all the exposure right there you need. That's all you need, you know. Para mí, esos días de, hey, a ver, chingo de gente.
Pues every situation is different, como dices tú, carnal.
Yeah.
You have to know how to maneuver it, you know?
Exactly,
What's
yeah.
best and what's not, and what can I say no, and what can I say yes, and what's going to benefit our, our
It's all-
project.
it's all
our-
about convenience,
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
so, but it all works. It's called business, man, and that's what
Exactly.
we're in. We're in the music business,
see
and
it.
in an industry where, you have to take some hits and you make some hits, you know. But
That's right.
Speaking of music, look, did you bring your guitar?
I did not bring. No, man, over there. Can somebody get it for me?
ahí tenemos a Sal in the house, all the way from El Paso, Texas.
I'll do like a little song.
Sal viene del Chuco. Sal,
Yeah.
you're from Chuco? Watch out.
Oye, Lucky, I really appreciate you coming out here to the show with me and Bumper, bro. And, siempre, that's something that we got to say is that Lucky's always been accessible for our podcasts.
sure,
hasta se viste como Santa Claus.
Dude, that was awesome, bro. That was hey, for like, you and it was just funny because I had texted you like, hey, right now, go check it out right now. And we're going to give you a little cameo, right? And I looked, I said, I'm going to be real. The first 3 minutes, wait, I didn't know it was this full. No. Yeah, it took me a while. But then when he started talking, I figured that out.
Hey, he didn't know it was me. Either.
No, I didn't. When he walked in, I thought it was like Jax Phoenix, the guy that comes in with us.
So you didn't know he was going to dress up as Santa?
I walked in. No, first I knocked, right? And Rox, when he's having the podcast, I don't know if it's every night, but when he's having a podcast, he knows that the artist is coming, so he'll leave the door open. So you knock and
Bájale, carnal.
he says, "Bájale, carnal," right? So I knocked and he goes, "Bájale, carnal." And I open the door and he's doing something on his computer.
Asústame,
And I went, ho, ho, ho. And he's on his computer. He turns around. He goes,
¿Quién chingados?
¿Quién es? But his face was like,
La cara.
¿Quién es? I said, it's me. He says, you.
Yeah, no, but that was a lot of fun, man. And he's always willing to do something out of the box, something out of the ordinary.
No, definitely. I would definitely agree with that, Rock. Like, Luck has always been one of those guys, and what's crazy, for the people that are here, you don't realize some of these artists that come from the Valley, they come all the way up to San Antonio to do the show. Just like artists come from the San Antonio area, they go all the way down to the Valley to do rock show. They travel, they do this because this is part of what they do, and it helps them, our platforms help them push. There's not that they need it, right? But we do help a little bit. You know what I mean?
No, you guys have become a big part of the industry. And no es por nada, no es porque I want to, kiss butt or nothing like that. But these guys have become one of the most influential podcasts, both of them, for our industry. It's so hard in itself already to be in this type of industry, but with your platform, it just catapults us a little bit further than what we are, man. It's just like the radio stations, man. You have become as important as a radio station because you're the gatekeepers. Who wouldn't want to go and do a podcast that has that kind of following and respectability, man. You guys están sacando la daga, bro. I can honestly say it.
Thank you very much.
El aplauso para ellos,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
El
Órale.
aplauso para ellos,
Thank
por
you, man.
favor.
Also, we want to thank Anthony Patterson from Ron Hoover of Odessa for making this possible, setting it up, putting it together, bringing all these artists together. Definitely an innovator in the marketing and branding industry, where you're doing something that's out of the box, and he's doing it here, and it's become a big success, and it's helping out not only our podcast but his business, and as well, it's also helping out the industry of Tejano music as well. Tex-Mex
That's right,
music.
man. Thank you para Anthony Patterson. Seguro que sí. We're gonna sign the RV lease here in a little bit, okay?
¿Hiciste otro GoFund o qué, carnal?
Hey, look, he said it. I did it just for the record, dog.
Hey, there ain't no shame in that, bro.
Hey, I was about to say that.
There ain't no shame
I
in
was
it, bro.
about to say, you know what? That's gonna follow me for the rest of my life. But you know what? There's no shame. It even says it in the Bible. You know, if you want to get deep, ask and you shall receive.
Yeah.
You know, and I was blessed, man. Estoy bien
Y
agradecido.
está la vena ahí todavía.
It's parked right
Estás
outside.
tirando la trailer y todo,
That's
y te
right.
ayudó.
That's
Y
right.
ladies and gentlemen, you all helped out, and that's what we're all about.
Yeah.
We've always been a culture where we help each other out, and that's what you all did, and there's no shame in it, man. Y pues ya sabes, si necesitas otro carnal, let us know. Yo meto unos
Pues,
$100, $200.
The way I see it, I have 60,000 followers.
Si te dan $1,
If everybody gives
$1 cada uno.
$1,
That's how it happened, man. No, but
this RV behind me will be mine.
you guys see this big thing?
Yeah.
You know, we joke about it and stuff like that, but in all honesty, you know, I think that was God, man. God was speaking through the people, and He saw the necessity.
Absolutely.
He saw the necessity that we had, and it happened. So,
Yeah.
agradecido.
Y ya sabes, con Anthony Patterson, you're going to get a good deal y vas a hacerte parte de la familia Hoover, papá.
Let God speak to you, brother.
He said if you buy one today, look,
Ay, güey.
he'll give you a 5% discount.
5%? Oh my God.
That's huge savings.
We'll talk about it. We'll see what's up.
What you got, Luck? A ver.
I don't know what.
This old highway's getting longer.
How about I do a song? I'll do one of my songs. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I sang last night, so I'm gonna make an excuse if my voice cracks. Last night, Poriamos, and you know I sang. So but I'm gonna do the classic. You know, this is the one that I released in 2012, 13, and the one you guys made a hit. You know, we just write them. You guys make them hits. Tengo un pollo. Si el amarte es un pecado, pecaré toda la vida. Si el besarte es un delito, prisionero yo sería. Son tus labios contagiosos, esa boca tan divina, ya me tiene vuelto loco. Soy una causa perdida, nunca podrás olvidarme. Soy tu juego en el amor, una fuerza de lujuria en tus noches de pasión. Soy tu amor escondido, un silencio que quema, un secreto callado que te atrapa y te condena. Soy tu amor escondido, tu juguete de gala, y llegué tarde a tu vida, pero así estoy feliz. Soy tu amor escondido.
Yeah. Wow. Ahora vamos a llorar yo y Bumper como Freddy Bumper en Las Vegas. You could feel those words, man.
I think y'all cried. Y'all cried because I played. Y'all cried because I played this one. Watch. Esta canción se la dedico a mi madre. Con toda la fuerza que tengo en el alma. canto hacia el cielo para que me escuche, para que ella sepa que la extraño mucho. Ella se encuentra en un paraíso, rodeada de flores, sé que está tranquila. La extraño tanto, quisiera abrazarla, contarle mis sueños, llorar en sus brazos. La extraño tanto, anhelo tocarla, sentir el calor que siempre me daba. La extraño tanto. Can I do one more?
Could do as many as you want, brother.
I gotta do this next one for my jefe, man. I miss my dad so much, guys. December the 2nd, 2022. He passed away, and I wrote him this song right here. Despierto en las mañanas, quisiera oír tu voz y platicar contigo una vez más. Sé que es imposible, tú ya estás con Dios, daría todo por volverte a abrazar. Los consejos que me diste seguiré, y el cariño que me dabas nunca lo olvidaré. Querido papá, las gracias te doy por tus sacrificios, hoy soy lo que soy. Querido papá, aquí te extrañaré, anhelo el momento en volverte a ver, querido papá. Descansa en paz.
Yeah, wow.
You guys make some noise for Lucky Joe.
Muchas gracias, Lucky.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. Y pues aquí andamos en Midland todos juntos. Muchas gracias, Lucky.
Gracias, guys. Thank you to Anthony again. Thank you to all the people who showed up tonight también, this evening. And thank you to you guys for having us again. And it's awesome to see you guys together. We got many more artists here with you guys tonight. So let me make some room. Thank you so
Bring
much.
them on. Órale.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, don't forget, we got a poster here. We're going to show you all, ladies and gentlemen, of the event going on here in Midland at the Horseshoe. Brought to you by Ron Hoover of Odessa, Anthony Patterson. As you can see, there's plenty of artists that are coming in, and we're going to give them all at least 10 minutes on the couch because we got some flights to catch today in a little while. So vamos a hacer algo breve, pero algo bonito con todos los artistas que están aquí con nosotros esta noche. Con un servidor Rock and Roll James de #PVT y mi gran amigo
Bumper Gomez from Bumper's Wacky Wednesday.
Yeah. So, man, is that song powerful or what, bro? Del jefito, carnal? No, hombre.
I know, dude. I told you, my eyes get sweaty. I don't know why, but they get sweaty.
Who's next? Who's coming in?
Yeah,
Come on in.
We let's see. Who's here? The
Rigo
Navairas?
and Destiny. Rigo and Destiny. Come on down.
Hey, you know what's cool, Rock? I'm going through some of the comments on #PVT and Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, and it's pretty cool. I think a lot of people are really freaked out that we're on the same couch, on your same camera, on your same.
Believe it or not, some people think we don't like each other.
That's what I'm
or something
saying,
like that, bro. You know
That's what I
mean?
mean, right? But they don't understand that we talk maybe once a week, maybe we go 2 weeks. We have a good at least 30, 45-minute conversation all the time. Make some noise for Rigo and Destiny Navaira.
Oye, Bumper, pero cuando fuiste para allá, para el Valle, para el 956, regresaste casi en una ambulancia con una cruda mortal, ¿no, Dan?
Hey, bro.
He was down there with Grupo Mesteño, bro. I had to throw that clip on my show.
Dude.
I had to throw it. Mira el Bumper como salió un stretcher de la cantina, carnal.
Rock, before that show started, I already had gone down there before, and that happened the last time. So this time they're like, hey, you're drinking? I said, no, bro, I'm not drinking. So my co-host that night was Pipi from Secreto.
El Grupo Secreto, sí.
And so he has a show as well. So he
Pisto,
sits down-
perica y música.
Yeah. So he's like, Bump, you gonna drink? I said, no, not tonight. He said, what? I came here. I didn't go to Ramon Ayala's Posada to be here with you, and you're not gonna drink? And I said, well, no, man. I mean, I'm cool. He goes, nah, bro. And then here comes my producer, saludos to producer Eddie. He comes on. He's like, Bump, you're not gonna drink? I'm like, dude, you're the one that tells me all the time, like, chill out. And you're telling me. I said, you know what? Está bueno. Trae la botella. Boom. He brought the bottle of Bucanas, and bro.
He was slow motion. I wanna thank
Hey, Riley, the producer was tearing down the set, and we were still. I said, he's getting mad. We gotta go.
I never drink.
No, you never
I
drink.
never
Oh,
drink.
We never
Rigo.
can have
Not
it.
even when you were in Monterrey, carnal.
Never. Just kidding. There's evidence on Bumper Wacky Wednesday.
I got videos after party at Bumper's house.
Oh yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Destiny and Rigo Navaira from the world famous Familia Navaira.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for having us. We appreciate y'all.
First
Thank
of all,
you,
I gotta
Anthony,
say,
too. Thank you, Anthony Patterson.
I love your dad, man. He's one of my favorites,
Yeah.
and I always keep up with him. And I hope he's doing good. I think he's
good.
because I called him on New Year's Eve, and y'all were you with him?
No,
he was playing
I
in
was playing
Marfa.
I was in Marfa.
Well, so he was too. He said,
No, was he there?
yeah. Well, he told me
He
estoy
told
en
you?
Marfa. Was he there or no?
No, he wasn't there.
Mira qué cabrón.
He's a liar.
Hey,
Sorry, Dad.
Raulito.
Rigo called you out.
That's it.
Well,
Because I wanted to
You
call
gotta
him.
communicate
you know?
with me, Dad. You gotta let me know what you're doing. man.
I wanted to call him so he could say wish everybody a happy New Year to everybody that was watching live.
No,
but,
I know it was a kind of hard year for my dad this past year. We lost my grandma, Miss Mary Navaira, and she was like the patriarch of the family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was the queen. You know, and losing her, I know that was kind of hard. And
he was
also-
in the hospital when that happened.
Yeah, he was in the hospital. He had an infection in his spine
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom, and he had to miss the funeral, and he had to miss. It was rough for him. It was a rough
painful.
week.
That's
Hard.
tough.
It was a
right there,
rough
man.
week, but you know, my dad has always been a God-fearing man, and he's very faithful. Has a lot of faith. Has a lot of positivity as well. And I just want to give a shout out to my dad, one of the most amazing human beings here.
Cuando hablo con él, Dad, yo le trato de dar lo más positivo. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I
Thank you.
want to give him as much positive input as
Yeah.
possible, and I just say move forward. And it's going to be awesome. It's something that happened, and you know what I mean. But it's tough. It's hard, and I bet it was tough on you guys as well, seeing your dad in that condition. You know.
It is, but at the same time, it was a great to see all the support from everybody, from all the fans, family, and friends that we have here in Texas and all around Mexico and in the United States as well. Gracias a Dios que my dad and my uncle left like an imprint of like just good times to a lot of people. I know we've talked about all the good times that y'all had backstage and whenever they would play and Bumper, you too. I mean, we got to hang out a couple times. You went to a barbecue of ours.
Yeah, Raulito's one of those guys. Hey, Bumper, ¿qué estás haciendo? Nah, you gonna get a hamburger, and I'll cruise to the south side. I'll pick these guys up, or
No, we went in
hey,
his
dude,
car.
Let me tell you, bro. Raulito, el vato bien kicker, daddy a madre, right? Cowboy hat, pinche starch jeans, botas. Vato, ¿crees que se sube en una troca? You think he gets on a truck? Hell no, he gets on a rice burner, vato.
Yeah,
Those little cars. That's what he. That's
he
what he
puts
likes
mufflers
to drive.
on all of our cars.
Rock, I'm talking about a muffler like you're like God, he thought it was a Ferrari.
Like literally, people have sent me pictures, like my friends, and they're like, "Did your dad have a little red car?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, so embarrassing." I know you heard him going down military.
All it
drive.
needs is that 18-wheeler horn. Quack, 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 you know what I mean?
Well, it's like a red, like a bright red car, Hyundai, right? It's a
Hyundai, yeah, something.
some kind of Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Hyundai, something like that.
Hyundai.
And he wants to put rap around it, and he's going to of Eddie Van Halen's Frankenstein guitar.
Oh, yeah.
But he wants to put it on his
Do
car.
it. A
And
rap.
he has the muffler, and now he's like, after
Don't
that,
tell
we're gonna
Rock
sound
it's going to
system.
be in his next video.
Oh,
After
yeah.
once he
Hell
does.
yeah.
We got to take it down in the valley once he has it.
Hell
all.
yeah, bro.
For sure.
Oh,
But first of
man.
all, we do want to thank Anthony Patterson for having us
Yes,
out
thank
here.
you.
Ron Hoover, thank y'all so much. You know, it was great to hear Lucky Joe sing, man. I hadn't seen him in a while.
What a voice, right?
Yeah, great voice, great songwriter as well. Coming from a family of songwriters, you know, I really appreciate when artists still write their own original music and
For sure.
and
Absolutely.
are pushing that, and it's great.
You know, you were talking about your dad and your uncle, and it's pretty spectacular and amazing that the offsprings are continuing the tradition. You know, I saw you with your cousins. You know,
Yeah, we've been doing the
Midland.
the tributes. Yeah, we've been doing.
Well,
the
it was
tributes.
it was at the with the band Midland. You guys were opening up for Midland over there in San Juan.
Yeah.
And you just add so much flavor to the show, dude,
thank you,
because
brother.
you do your dad's moves with the bass, and you get up there. You like make it a show. And then the guys, you know, Diego and
Yeah,
it's-
I saw the show when they first put it on, and they had been doing it with the Rigo band from the '90s, and then they started to do it by themselves, along with Luke Salas and Mike Aguilar, and they called me and they're like, "Hey, we really want you to start playing with me or playing with us," and I was like, "Let's do it, Dad." And so our first show was in Southern Junction over there in Irving, Texas.
Irving, yeah.
And I told Diego before, my cousin Diego who sings, I was like, whatever you don't feel comfortable doing, I'll do it, you know? And he was just like, it's honestly just a talking, you know, because mi primo es un rockero. Like
Yeah.
he's a rocker through and through.
bandoleros.
Rock,
Yeah,
but
Bandolero.
this guy right here, dude, in the last 18 to 24 months, has grown into a monster vocalist.
Oh.
That's the truth.
I thought you were going to say turn into a monster because I eat too many tacos.
No.
That too.
You grew into
That too.
you know, Destiny too. We haven't got on Destiny, but we're on Rigo here. I had Rigo not too long ago on the show, and he brought a guitar and he just sang acoustically, and he sang songs that his dad wrote. Rock. He absolutely murdered those songs. I mean, in a good way. Like he
Killed it. He
killed it. And the people, in the comments, people were just like, everybody said the same thing. You need to record an album
yeah.
just like that. But just the way he brought it that night to the studio there at the house, right? But, you know, he thinks different. He says that if you go into a music studio knowing that you got to record acoustically, it'll never sound the way it does.
Nah,
when
yeah.
you're
It's
just kind of
crazy.
BSing.
The best performances are the ones that you don't know that you're going to
Yeah,
do.
that's it. When you get into the studio, it gets technical. You know what I mean? And it's not. You know, you get, a lot of the feeling is like, you know, it's kind of off a little bit.
It's fun. It's fun when it's full production, like when you got a full band. So the first time I really experienced that was with Destiny. We went to Colorado during COVID, 2020, right in the middle of COVID. We were like, we got to get out of here, you know, because her first album just came out the day that San Antonio shut down. Her first
Classic.
debut album
I
came out.
remember that.
And we
Classic.
were like, well, what do we do? And we were all weeked out for a little bit. And then I told Dee, I was like, we got to go somewhere else. And luckily with some friends that we had, they were like, let's go. Let's all take a vacation. We went to Colorado, Breckenridge, rented out a big old house on the Airbnb on the mountain.
I was driving the van with the trailer like that up the mountain.
It was crazy.
I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
And we ended up doing 7-8 demos there. And those demos turned into a whole album. And Destiny got nominated and took me to Las Vegas for the Grammys. And the Latin Grammys, it was a great experience. Yeah, no, give it up for my sister.
was fun.
Make some
Destiny
noise.
Navaira. It
Latin
was really fun.
Grammy nominee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rigo, but since you're here and Destiny's here, because I haven't had you guys together in a while, was she fangirling Gacho?
I was fangirling Gacho. I was, Rosalia was there, and she talked to us for like 2 seconds, but
She
it felt like 2 hours.
She said hello.
Yeah. She goes, hola chicos. And I was like, oh. I was like, hi.
My mom was laughing at me because person of the year is the night before. And that year I was so excited because it was the bookie. He was the person of the year. So I was like, I'm going to get to see the bookie and like, you know, all the things. Well, I went by myself because they only give one ticket, right? So whatever, I was sitting with people I didn't know. And everyone's running, trying to get the bookie. And I'm sitting there and I see these cowboy hats going like this. And I'm like, Bronco! And I run to Bronco. I'm like all by myself running to Bronco. And I was fangirling.
She was like, Lupe. And he turned around and it was Bronco 956.
I was just about to say that, dog.
It was not. It was the real thing, all right?
Wow.
That's your compadre, no?
Yeah.
That's your compa?
Well, so, you know, I mean, I'm friends with everybody.
You're friends with everybody.
Yeah. No, but I mean, Bronco 956, I really like, for somebody like him to just have fame fall on their, and not ever expecting it and not knowing how to handle it or not, he's gone, he went with it.
Hey, it's not chill. It's cool.
Know, he gets so much hate on social media and stuff like that.
I love it.
And
I'm
like,
watching his videos.
why are y'all hating on him, dude? He's entertaining to me.
The last time we did your show, you just kept putting up that picture with him and his girl and his
kissing, just making out.
Like they were like one person. It was like they were one person.
They're connected.
They were connected.
Yeah. No. And then I did the song for him, you know.
Yeah,
Bronco
that's right.
956.
I've heard that everywhere.
Bronco 956.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna fight March 21st. He's gonna box another influencer called the Z-Man.
You know Z-Man, bro? Yo estaba preso por 17 años.
Oh,
that guy, that's the guy
they're gonna box.
He threw water at him.
It's like a celebrity boxing thing.
That's cool.
And I'll be the ring announcer.
You're gonna go.
And I said, pues ya tienes tu entrance team, carnal. You know.
Hey, Rock, but when you do the
956.
announcing, do you get to talk? Do you do you just announce them or you get to like talk smack while they're boxing? I think that would be funnier.
Well, I'll probably do a little bit of everything, you know, but during professional boxing events, I don't do that, but for that, for sure. Man.
That's awesome, man. That's gonna be a fun event.
Yeah.
They just did a thing. He threw water at him, bro. He threw water at Bronco 95. He grabbed the cup. He looked at him. He threw the cup.
I saw that.
Yeah.
No, that's great. Sometimes I'll see his like TikTok and he'll be just like eating at a restaurant. And it's just him eating. And then I'm like, man, he's got like thousands of people watching him eat.
For sure. I know. I told him, you know what? His name is Jose Urbina, right?
Uh-huh.
I told him, hey, Bronco, para mí Jose Urbina is as entertaining as a Bronco 956, dude, you know, when he's asleep and no se agüita el vato.
No, that's
No
good,
se
man.
agüita, you know what I mean?
That's how you gotta be nowadays, I think. I mean, especially if influencer,
Because
you could be an artist.
Yeah.
You gotta be.
Social media has made so many people conscientious about their looks and about who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the people that are just themselves and natural are the ones that are the most popular. You know what I
Destiny,
mean?
what's the name of that girl on TikTok that she does like makeup and stuff and like she goes to malls and they have to shut down
Which one? There's many.
Don't say the one from Texas. Because not
Shoddy Bay?
Shoddy Bay, dude.
I love
When my
Shoddy Bay.
kids saw it, I was like, what are y'all watching? Like, Dad, you don't know Shoddy Bay? I'm
Shoddy
like,
Bay.
Like,
Yeah, she does.
There's people that have bands. There's people that are comedians. There's people that have worked their whole lives trying to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And here comes this girl that has like just.
But she's funny. I mean,
Yeah.
she has the cheese stick.
There are so many people. When I was in school, I knew a lot of people that were just naturally funny.
Yes.
But just being themselves.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that are coming out. You know, they're the ones that are making it out there.
The 956 has some. Y'all has
Hell
some
yeah.
characters
Just look at
down
the
there,
Pulga
bro.
dance videos.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
what else do
That's-
you want,
That's
right?
crazy.
That's
man.
all over. Like if I go on Facebook, like this is all the Pulga dance videos.
I watch
That's
them
it,
for
man.
hours, dude.
Yeah.
You know, at the house,
Yeah.
just on the couch.
You know, it's
Rally
funny.
for hours. You let them look.
I was laughing. I have a story. So towards the end, my grandma was in hospice, right? And luckily, my sister came down from Brooklyn. She lives out there in New York. Shout out to Lauren Paz Navaira out there. And she came down, and we got to spend another day with grandma. It was like her last day with my grandma, where my grandma was still kind of like fully there. She understood everything, could comprehend everything. And we were just in her room, and so she had YouTube on the TV. So I was like, let me put on my music video, you know? So I had just came out with the Luna music video. I put it on, and me and Lauren are watching it in front, and she's in the bed in the back, my grandma. And we watch it, and then at the end, it ends, and it goes black, and then we look at Grandma, and Grandma's asleep. and then I was like, oh, Grandma, I'm sorry I didn't mean. And she was like, no, mijo, I'm sorry, I'm just tired. And I was like, well, let me put on something I think will entertain you. I put on the pulga videos of the people dancing. She stayed up for like 2 hours just watching that straight. But I mean, it was great, man. I love those videos too. I'll watch them with.
Man.
Speaking of videos, Dest,
Yes.
you've been doing some work on the music videos, man.
Yeah. You know what? I've been so blessed. The first album, it was like around when Beyonce came out with one of her albums and she did like 10 videos and I was like, I'm gonna do that too. So I think I did like 8 for the first album. And then the second album, I did maybe 4 or 5. And then this album that's coming out February 10th, I can finally say.
Yes,
February
yes.
10th.
Awesome.
This will be my 3rd full studio album. And it's coming out February 10th. And I just shot the last video, Nada Que Ver, the song I let out. And we were in Monterrey. And I did a little TikTok preview, but it should be coming out, I'm guessing, in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And so I've been really blessed with, just the support. Right now we're with Uni Music, a label out of Monterrey. Un saludo para todos en Monterrey, Manuel, Poncho, todo mi equipo allá. And, Monterrey, to me, man, it really changed the game for me. Not just artist-wise and like experience-wise, but who I am. Learning that Spanish opened up so many more doors for me. Another way of thinking. Learning that lifestyle was a big change. I mean,
You jam a casetera, dude.
we did the casetera thing. I mean, but like I'm talking about literally, like people don't know this because we would like be like, oh, we're in Monterrey, we're at this nice restaurant, and like show, of course, like the nice things. But like when we were there, I think it was like 6 months. There would be like water one day and then no water 2 days, and we were like taking baths with water bottles, and my dad was like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, come home. And I'm like, I love Mexico.
It was a drought. Was it the drought?
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
a
a
drought.
drought. But like, I didn't care. That's how much I loved just the way that city made me feel. Apart from, how beautiful it is, just the love, man, that we would feel from going downtown, and we'd hear my uncle's. There was this Asturiano store, it was called Asturiano, and it's like clothes or whatever. And we would walk in, and the owner knew, and he would immediately like put on all the Emilio songs. Like just little things like that was very
your dad was
comforting.
Elvis over there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
he told us that the first time we went down there, he was like,
Yeah.
mijo, y'all don't understand. He goes, I'm like Elvis down
Yeah,
there."
yeah, yeah.
And I said, no, you're not.
Yeah, we were like, shut up.
We're like, no, you're
Yeah.
not. And then we went to, as soon as we got into the hotel, he walked in, and then like all these people just started coming up to him, and we're like, oh, all right. And then later on, we went to a friend from there. They had a quinceañera. Or no, they had a wedding. And we went, and as soon as my dad walked in, it was like a place probably about like this size, like pretty big. And everybody just went straight over there to my dad. It was like as if Paul McCartney walked into
Yeah.
the building.
It looked like on SpongeBob. You know how all the fish go like all together
That's
like
crazy.
that?
Yeah. And then as soon as the band literally stopped mid-song, whatever they were playing, and then started playing Como Liere. And Dad went on stage and he sang, and it's a great experience down there in Monterrey. If y'all haven't been, I would really recommend it. I mean, it's a beautiful city, great food, as you can tell. And it's an amazing place, and there's so much music there, not just Tejano, not just Norteño, but there I've also learned about like vallenato music. I also learned about international music, pop music down there and stuff. They have Par Norte every year, where big bands like Foo Fighters play there, Kings Leon.
But Tejano's big there, man.
But Tejano, yeah, it's very
Conjunto
appreciated.
Tejano
Oh, man,
is
yeah.
huge there. You go to Vegas, you go to the Conjunto festivals, and you see big groups. There's a group that, on top of my head, they're called Los Gabanelis.
Oh, yeah.
And rock. These
We
dudes
were
are
their
like-
neighbors.
Yeah, these dudes are like a gang, bro. Like they show up with the same shirt, and there's like 60 of them, and they go to Vegas together. They go to the festivals together.
Fest, yeah.
They go to all these things together, and they love Tejano and Conjunto music, man. It's amazing, dude. It's amazing.
It's pretty cool going down there. We lived there for 3 years, and then we came back up. And when I came back up, I was like, well, I don't want to get a real job, So I was like, I'm going to keep on doing the
What?
music.
Yeah.
And I knew I had to do something a little different because I just didn't want to play in the same places for the same people. So I started making friends with the Texas country guys there in San Antonio, Shout out to my good friends, Mr. Jordan Gauna, Vinny Tovar, Justin Gallegos, and those guys.
He's a podcaster too, Rock.
Yeah, we have our own podcast.
He's a podcaster.
That's good.
And it's cool, man. We just like to
start
talk
new
about
platforms,
music in
yeah.
San Antonio and stuff. And yeah, we push our stuff as well. But luckily, those guys, great guys, they got me into a lot of those honky tonks down there in San Antonio. And let me tell you, man, there's such a young crowd down there that love the country music.
Yep.
But as soon as you start playing Ramon Ayala, or as soon as you start playing cumbias or rancheras, they go on the dance floor and like. It's like the 90s again. You see 20-year-olds, 21, 22, all the way up to about 30. That's probably the oldest, like from that generation, like 35, like will be out there still dancing. And it's great, man. And I feel like it was like me. Whenever I was brought up, my parents didn't speak Spanish to us, so we didn't really speak it at all.
Yeah.
But then moving to Mexico, we had to learn, we had to adapt. Coming back, learning as a pocho to go down there, learning the language, learning the culture. I'm coming back here and I'm like, okay, how can I guide these people who were like me in the beginning, not knowing anything really about Spanish, not really knowing anything about the Mexican music, about the culture? How can I ease them into that, you know? And I feel like that's what I'm doing right now with playing a lot of those little honky tonks down there in San Antonio. Yeah. And it's great, man. I recommend that if you're ever in San Antonio or
we're gonna go.
Y'all gotta come out, man.
It's
to a
funny
show
you
because
said
you'd
the
love it.
country to Rigo, because just the other day at Thirsty Horse, they had a country band open up for David Ligares a los Musicales.
Ranch Road.
Dude, Rock. The crowd was different. It wasn't the same typical Tejano crowd, right? That goes to all the day. It was a good mixture, and you're absolutely right. Those young people that came for the country band, they stayed and they danced all night to David Lee Garza. And I think that's what we need.
I feel like it needs to be more accessible for the people who don't know, who don't go to Tejano clubs.
Well, country and Tejano's always been a crossover, man, since Emilio back in the day.
Yeah.
So it's always gone hand in hand pretty
You
much.
go, yeah.
I saw this video of a kid, Beckman, from
David Beckman.
singing
from Del Rio.
some Vicente Fernandez.
Yeah.
What an amazing voice that kid had.
Great voice,
and at the
man.
Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah. So
I mean, Mexicanos taking over, man. You got Frontera at the Opry too. You got Karim doing country stuff with Casey Musgraves.
yeah.
It's just you got to reach for the sky, man.
Oh, with the internet, now that labels don't really control what a band has to do, the internet, artists can expand their horizons and be, they can do their own, they have their own creative ability control to be able to do whatever the hell they want.
Yep, that's true.
And some of it might hit, some of it might miss, but hey, you're an artist, you do things you want to do.
I feel like, this is a wild story. I went to go visit friends in Arizona, and I got on the plane, and I looked to my left, and I sat next to Jesse Turner. And he had just showed me like some new demos that they're about to put out for that new album. I can't remember which one it was, though. And he told me, he goes, I'll give you some advice. He goes, whatever you put out, just make sure you're proud of it. If you're proud of it, and if it doesn't hit, who cares? You're proud of it, and you're happy that it's out.
It's your child.
And I was like, yeah, that's a good way to put it, and that's how I feel. So like, the sky's the limit. You put out whatever you want.
It's like children, right? Like you got 5 kids, and not all of them are going to be the best. But you know what? You're going to love them.
number one.
But you're going to love them all.
Yeah.
All the same.
And
right?
that's what I asked my dad when we were doing the second album. I was like, Dad, how do you choose what to put on the album? Like, how did y'all choose that? And he was like, we just, whatever we liked, we did. And I think that's what we did on the second album. That's what I tried to do on this third album. And like, if you hear it, we've got, on the second one, I've got banda, I've got cumbia, I got ranchera, I got balada. On this one, I have mariachi. On this one, I have like the tumbado kind of thing. I have the rancheras, the cumbias, the pop, like R&B.
You can sing it all.
Yeah.
You're an amazing vocalist, Destiny.
Destiny, I have 20-year-old daughters, 30-year-old daughters. You know who their go-to is?
That's
Destiny.
right, they're my girls.
Well, because they have drinks with her before, but it's just Destiny just puts them right. They can relate. They can relate to her, right? But when she put the album, when you did the album, when you did all that kind of music,
Yeah.
my girls loved it. They're like, hey, look, Dad, This artist right here is playing everything. They're not just Tejano.
Yeah.
They love that, man. Y'all want to hear something a cappella? Y'all want to hear something?
Let's do it.
Capella.
We got Chente in the wings.
Yeah.
Chente.
Yeah, so like I said, we just kind of, one thing I pride myself in is the music, the writing the music, and me and Rigo are a pretty good songwriting team. My dad helps when all the song is done, and then he comes and changes everything. I'm like, really? So we try not to show it to him till it's recorded. I'm like, can't go back, sorry, Dad. But no, he's taught us everything. So let's do Forever. I feel like that one's kind of my most.
Let's do it.
Mixed.
Little
one,
Spanglish.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rigo and Destiny, Navaira.
This is going out to everybody here from Midland, Texas. Thank you guys for being here. He olvidado el pasado y que estás a mi lado, con tu mano en mi mano forever. Si me faltó la fe, con el tiempo sané, mi destino es contigo forever, forever with you. Tú solo tú, disfrutando el amor, tú conmigo es forever, forever with you. Tú solo tú, esto es para siempre, te lo juro, forever, forever, forever. Qué bonito se siente que vivas en mi mente, compartiendo este sueño forever. Cuando siento tus besos me derrito por dentro, es tu amor lo más grande forever, forever with you. Tú solo tú, disfrutando el amor, tú conmigo es forever, forever with you. Tú solo tú, esto es para siempre, te lo juro, forever, 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 forever.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, Destiny and Rigo, Navaira.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us here
Thank you
tonight.
guys.
Thank you,
We
guys.
greatly appreciate it.
And I just want to say before we go, thank you so much to everybody who supported La Familia Navaira throughout all the years with my dad, my uncle, ourselves, my cousins, everybody. We appreciate it so much. We love you guys. And we want to do, if we can, do a giveaway. If you guys want to think of something to do, whenever y'all decide, like a contest or whatever, we're going to send the winners. We'll do 2 winners, a hat signed by my dad and the Navairas. So,
Awesome.
So
All
you
right.
guys let us know.
All right,
Be
yeah.
on the lookout, okay?
All right, yeah, we've got your number.
Thank you guys. We love you guys so
Love
much.
y'all.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Awesome. Let's give a big round of
Thank you, brother.
applause. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the
La
big,
Familia Navaira.
right here at the Perman Basin RV and Boat Show in Midland, Horseshoe, Midland, Texas, Odessa, brought to you by Ron Hoover of Odessa, Anthony Patterson. Want to appreciate them. We've got that poster online so you can check it out. And let's bring Chente on in, man, because we're running a little bit out of time. I got to catch a
Hey,
flight.
Rock, what time you got to go?
At 6:40, our flight's at 6:40, so I got to be at the airport.
We got a few more minutes.
Yeah, be there about 5:30, 5 o'clock. But
I'll help.
and then,
I'll tear down.
Yeah.
I'll tear down so you can
Bájale,
leave, Rock.
bájale, Chente. Chente Barrera, one of the, man, I'm a big fan of his voice. Este vato está desgraciado para las baterías, ¿verdad? Las tamboras. We like to call it las tamboras since we were growing up. Pero la voz de este
He said
pelado.
pa' los tacos.
Para los tacos.
Pa' los tacos, está pesado pa' los tacos. But let me tell you, bro, I've always been a big fan of your, especially when you do those classic Tejano medleys.
The medley, dude.
Dime si soy un tonto.
Damn it.
How you doing,
Oh, you
Dan?
hadn't done that. I was waiting for you to do that.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for you to sit down so I could do it, man.
Órale.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chente Barrera. ¿Qué pasó, Chente? How you
Saludos,
doing, man?
saludos. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Midland, Texas. No, I don't know.
Dude, Chente.
How can I follow that? Lucky and then the
Dude,
Navairas.
well,
I was like, could y'all bring me a drum set?
I'll help you. He
So I can
played
defend
last night in
myself?
Laredo, dude. He was in Laredo, Texas last night, and now he's in Midland right now this afternoon, bro.
Hey, bro,
So-
but you've got, you follow that with the years you've been in the industry for so long, man. You've been doing it longer than Lucky and than Destiny, and ¿en qué
I
año
mean-
empezaste tú, carnal?
It was 1988. I was 8 years old.
And my dad had just passed away. And a few months after that, a friend of his came to the house and said, hey, I know Chente's ready to play because I've heard him play, so we're looking for a drummer in the band. And the band at the time was called Los Top Boys, the Johnny Mora, which God rest his soul. It was a local band de San Antonio, and they would play all the weddings and debuts. And en ese tiempo no había tanto DJ, ¿verdad? Había it was the local band circuit.
Ahora es puro DJ, carnal. Tampoco es puro DJ, carnal.
And they have bigger sound systems than the regular bands. But anyway, that's another story.
Yeah.
But at that time, so then she's like, you want to play? And I'm like, yeah, I want to play. So I started with that group.
And you were 8 years
I
old?
was 8 years old.
Eso.
And I was playing. And it was funny because I think I told Bumper on this in the last show that we did. We'd take a break, and the band would go to the bar, and I'd go to the playground.
Yeah.
Ratito decía,
Con unos chitos y una Big Red.
Sí, yeah, how did you know that?
Chente, get back inside. We're going back on.
Me hablaba la jefa, my mom would
Oye,
call
¿qué
me,
tanto te pagaban,
"Oye,
Chente?"
I think at that time they would pay me like $50-$60. And I remember they would give me the money, right? And I would go, Mom, what's this for? And she would say,
Échalo para acá, mijito.
sí. No, but she would say, pues that's your pay for, playing. And I'm like, well, hold on to it for me.
8 years old, making $50, $60.
Dang, bro.
This guy was way ahead of the game,
So
no?
I was just thrown in it, man. My dad was a musician and he was a singer and
Con David Lee.
Con David Lee for a little while before they were, the musicales and all that good story. Pero and then he passed away when I was 8, and I always felt like, man, you know what? I had to finish what he started, and he was always, pues ya sabes, en la mañana, los sábados, you would hear the albums, de Tony La Rosa, de Steve Jordan, de
Yeah.
Little Joe y La Familia.
Qué padre, ¿no?
Sí, and I would wake up, hey, get up, it's time to pick up leaves or whatever,
Yeah.
And I was like,
He said time to pick up leaves.
yeah, and I was like,
Sí, no, antes they used to make us cut the yard and stuff. Ahora los
hombre, yo me
chavalos no
hacía-
cortan
yo-
la
yo-
yarda,
yo-
carnal.
Yo me decía que estaba malo. No fue good. ¿Dónde está Chente?
I don't need to cut the yard, Dad. I made
I'd go
$50
hide-
last
I'd go-
night.
I'd go hide in the restroom, ¿Dónde está Chente, bro? Anyway, no, but growing up in that atmosphere, man. So I always thought, man, and of course, I guess as I got older, I got with different groups, but it was funny because it was like every 8-9 months I would change groups porque pues the Tall Boys ended up being a club band, so I couldn't do that. I was too young. I mean, way too young. And then I got in with several groups, man, until 1993. I got a call from Gilbert Velasquez. He says, "Hey, man, we're gonna start a band for Jay Perez. Are you down?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down." This
And it was, what, 93?
it was 93.
How
So
old
you
were you,
were-
Chente?
I was 17 already. Yeah. Then we did that first record and Steel Rain
Yeah.
and on and
Oh,
on.
man, the drums on Steel Rain are amazing, bro.
And the rest is
The
history.
do-do-do-do-do-do. There's an intro with drums right there.
Rock.
Dum, dum.
How many things you think this guy has been on? Chente Barrera has been associated with.
Well, this guy is a
Recordings.
studio musician, so you needed
a guess. You got to
go-to
guess.
drum. Probably about 20, 15, 20 artists.
No, I'm talking about like
Projects?
just projects
Like
Oh,
that he's done.
CDs.
or
No,
projects.
hombre, the sky's the limit, carnal, no sé.
Over 500.
Yeah, fácil. Yeah,
Over 500 and counting.
sí. Y te ibas ahí a Manny Studios, donde quiera.
Sí. Thank you.
Que en paz descanse, Manny.
Yeah, que paz
Chente,
descanse.
are you real selective if people call and be like, "Hey, Chente, I want to do a collab with you"? Are you one of those guys that are like, "Oh yeah, let's do it, man. I don't know who you are, but yeah, let's do it." Or are you selective on?
No, I like a challenge or even, hey, well, what are you doing? Or how, I always try to say, well, how can I, make this work or make it better or whatever. I mean,
La rolita con Johnny Hernández, carnal,
there
que
you
andabas
go.
con Johnny.
That one I almost turned down because how could you do Díganle, bro? You know what I'm saying? Díganle was a big classic of Little John and La
Yeah, but
Familia.
you've
And then- but
redone
Johnny said-
classics though, bro.
Johnny said, do it the way you would do it for your band. And I was like, all right. So that made me feel a little bit better, and we did the arrangement, and it came out, and we did a little video, and it was cool. And on that video, I forgot my jacket, man. Anyway. that's
De
another
Little
story.
Joe, Rocky y Johnny, ¿a cuál es la mejor voz, carnal?
Rock,
¿Cuál
wow,
es?
hey,
¿A cuál es la mejor voz?
Riley, can you put that disclaimer on the bottom? This is rock.
No, neta, carnal, neta. Neta, de los tres, de Little
Wow,
Joe,
Chente.
Rocky
Look,
y Johnny.
I want to be brutally honest, okay? and they're all three of them are my friends. But
I'm looking away.
I know. I'm not. Well, but look, there's different reasons though.
Yeah.
Look, Joe is the better singer. De corazón,
Yeah.
make you throw that, the grito that he does, wah, 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 all that,
Sí, Simón.
That, but Johnny, to me, is the more jazz, the more silky, smooth voice.
Yes.
And then Rocky también, he's in
Rocky's in the middle, I think.
He's a mixture of
Para
both.
mí, la voz is Johnny, bro. I mean, when he had que...
I had to defend myself because I know, because Joe's, I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, one day I was doing a gig with Bob Galarza. And I'm closing my eyes, and we're playing Prieta Linda, bro. And I've heard this song thousands of times. And Joe's voice is on my monitor, and I'm just grooving with it. And I mean, just the, I said the and I'm like, no, hombre, bro. I mean,
Hey, you know what, Bumper? Bob Galarza wouldn't just pick anybody to play drums, carnal. I mean, ese vato era un precision.
Yeah,
I mean, ese vato perfectionist, carnal.
Yeah.
He would play the guitar, and most of the time he'd be like this, coordinating the horns and all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, I knew Bob Galarza, que en paz descanse, and one of the most talented transplants from California to Texas, because ese vato estaba con, he had the fifth dimension, and I mean, so he comes from that area. I think he was from the area where Richie Valens was from, de esa área.
San Fernando Valley.
I wanted to interview him so bad on my podcast, and then COVID came, and he couldn't make it, and then he got sick, and then he passed away. But that's one of the interviews that I really, really like. I wish I could have had, But honestly, for you to be called up by Bob to perform with those big time guys, I thought
I recorded a couple of records with Bob, and then he did a couple of live shows, so it would only make sense to try to get the guys that recorded the record. So, but anyway, that was a hard question, Rock.
Chente, I got one for you.
Oh man,
Active. Main word in this question is active.
Active.
If you had to name 4 top Tejano drummers actively right now from 4 to 1, what would they be?
There's not 4, man. There's more.
No, but I just said 4. You just got to do
more.
4. From 4 to 1.
Todo depende, bro, because you got Joey Jams that does Tejano,
Joey Jams
and then
that
you've
does
got
Tejano, he has his
René
style.
that's with Intocable.
I was
Ese
just
vato
gonna say
está
that.
desgraciado, vato. Aaron Holler,
The
también.
dude that plays with Conjunto Primavera that started in Tejano, that dude's bad.
that
¿Cómo se
dude's
llama?
bad.
He has
Adrian.
Yeah, that
Adrian,
guy. But you had to
Delgado.
do 4 to 1. How would you do them?
Oof.
But were they playing with a band at 8 years old, carnal?
No.
But you gotta no. But
Rock,
you gotta
actively right now, playing actively right now in
you
bands.
gotta like Monarcas, right? You heard of those guys?
Yes.
Okay, Mario Diaz.
Mario, yeah.
Está desgraciado.
Es otro, I mean, that's another level.
Big guy,
bro.
right?
And he
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
I mean, he just,
You have to work at it as the top 5 or top 10,
yeah,
because no nomás uno, ¿verdad?
No hay uno. Porque, I mean, René, bro, Intocable,
Sí.
es otro pedo, man.
Oh man, I was right in front of him in the last concert, carnal, and I took some amazing 4K video. And I've always known he's amazing, but to see him like just performing some of the songs and adding all that extra stuff and all the accenting and all, it's a torpedo.
4 to 1 is hard, Bumper. Because
Chente
to me-
number 1.
No. Because to me, they're all the same, man. As far as they're great in their own way.
And they all have their own styles. I'd agree with you. I'd agree with you with the
Because
question.
you got legends like Adam Garza, musicales.
El Deacon.
I mean, come on, bro.
Pero hay unos también, carnal, como los de conjunto que nomás, they're not busy
Their
like
compás
Aaron
is
Holler
perfect,
or
yeah.
like Joey Jams. Y tan desgraciados no se mueven de lo que
Mario-
están,
Mario
carnal.
Díaz is one
The
of
You
dude
don't
from- the dude
speed
from the
up, you don't
Monarcas.
slow down.
The
Tan
dude from the
nomás el
Monarcas is
compás,
like that.
mira.
Yeah, it's just a pocket.
Yeah, bro, the
Like
pocket.
my all-time favorite drummer was Chuy Reina, de los clásicos, man. You know that. I mean, pocket player. He wasn't real fancy, but
Y se venía el hi-hat and then the rim playing and all that stuff.
yeah, they had that little country thing going on.
Yeah.
Los clásicos, you know. So
Yeah, that was amazing back then in the
that was
70s,
great.
when
And I mean, and then we could go
Robert
on. I mean,
Pulido, Roberto
there
Pulido,
was Ricky Reyes. There was
Ricky Reyes con la Little Joe.
Little Joe, and then of
Ah,
course you
desgraciado.
got Richard Solis. You know, Bobby.
Richard Barron.
Richard Barron.
Otro también, que
Valde
estaba con
Muñoz.
You guys are
Valde
going
Muñoz.
on, and it could be
Bro,
there could be
we-
20 of them, right?
You're
We're
talking
gonna
to
be here all day long.
we're walking encyclopedias
Here's
of
something.
music
Here's
over
something,
here.
Rock. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you disagree with me, but this is something about Chente that I've always said. Anytime I've had him live with me, I've always said this about him because I think a lot of people agree with me. Chente for me is one of those Tejano artists that has been a staple, but he's never gotten the flowers that he deserves.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah.
There you go.
Es neta, carnal.
You know what I mean? Like I've always said this, and take it for what it's worth. But to me, his hometown San Antonio, that's the worst city. That not they turned their back on him, but he just never got the love that he rightfully deserves. He goes anywhere else, people are like, that's Chente, bro. Like
Yeah.
you know, and I've always told people, Chente is in my top 5 vocalists of all time when it comes to Tejano music, bro.
Yeah.
He just puts you could put that 80s medley on,
Neta,
bro,
carnal, neta.
and you go on a viaje, right?
Sí.
Just that alone right there.
Yeah, no, tienes una
Hello,
voz.
baby, no?
Tienes, you know what? I could compare it to Johnny Hernandez, the smoothness and the jazz on your voice. So tienes una voz bien bonita, carnal. I've always said that, man. Yeah.
Is Lucky still here? Look, can you play do you know any Chente songs? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
The last time they said that, he played Vicente Fernandez songs.
No, porque we wanted them to get Entertainer of the Year. They're supposed to be able to do anything and everything, right?
Ala.
A ver, we can add another tool to the belt. There you go.
Órale, carnal, porque
Tell
se,
them what to play.
se me va a ir el avión,
And,
carnal. Dale
yeah,
gas.
we got to do one. We got to do one with
Dale.
Chente. Sorry, Luck. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. You can yell at me later. It's all good.
Dale, siéntate, ahí viene el guitarrista.
Y'all want to hear Lucky Joe and Chente? All
This
right.
is a treat.
And to everybody tuning in again, man, big thank you to Anthony Patterson, Ron Hoover. Thank you guys so much for putting this on. I think people are really enjoying it. Rock, me and you on the same show. Again, you
It's
said
flowing good, bro.
You know, it's flowing good, but I think a lot of people are looking at their like, what the hell? What's going on here? You know what I mean?
Hey, I must have partied too hard last night, man. What am I seeing? Órale. Vámonos.
Okay, we're going to do this song that I never thought this would ever happen, but it was a song that I heard from Los Aguilares. And of course, Los Aguilares being a big staple in San Antonio and everywhere, right, for Tejano Conjunto music. And I recorded this song and I said, you know, y'all know Gilbert Velázquez, right?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
My compadre Gilbert.
Ya
he
me ha
says-
regañado.
He said, so we're getting ready. I'm getting my stuff together, my paperwork y todo. Get my stuff. And he said, Gilbert, so what are you going to do different now? Well, there you go. He said, Gilbert, so what are you going to do different? You do the same thing you did last time? And I'm like, no. I have actually something up my sleeve that I've been wanting to do for a long time. He said, well, what is that? And I said, I want to add horns. A horn section? Yeah. You know, and I said, because I mean, look, guys, I mean, you can count on your hand how many orquestas are left in La Onda, right?
Aviso.
I mean, Aviso,
La
and you got
45.
La 45.
45, yeah.
And of course, you got little Joe, Rowan Ramos. They're still out there, you know, hitting
And
it
they
hard.
use the horns from Aviso and, you know.
No, but so then I said, you know, my dream band was to have a conjunto, but with, órale.
Traes el sax, papa, or no?
My dream band was to have a conjunto with a horn section, right? If that makes any sense, right? It's kind of weird, but it worked. And the only one that did it was Adalberto. He did it on one of his songs called Amor Especial. Es conjunto, pero con horns.
Yeah.
It's just,
That's thinking out of the box.
so anyway, long story short, I said, I want to put horns on this. You know, you've produced, I mean, Gilbert produced, to me, one of the best albums of all time, Breaking the Rules with Len Breed, right?
Oh,
With Jay
man.
Perez and all that. Yeah.
What a masterpiece. And Bob Gallarza says he had a lot to do with it, and
He had all
Gilbert,
the-
so they have that little like back and
R&B,
forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Estaban los dos ahí, pues I did this, I did that.
Yeah. Cada quien se quiere dar el paquete.
Pero that, like I said, it's a masterpiece, man. So like you said. So I said, okay, well, what's the song? And I said, well, I want to do this song by Los Aguilares that they've done. And later that year, we won a Grammy, man.
Let's
with
do
with
it.
That song. So es una canción que se llama Paloma Piquito de Oro, okay? Para todas las palomas in the house today. Right?
Yeah.
Y dice, Paloma, ¿qué andas haciendo tan solitita? Que si andas buscando amores, aquí estoy yo. Paloma, piquito de oro, chiquititita. Dan ganas de darte un beso y mucho amor. Decirte cosas bonitas junto al oído y hacer que te den brinquitos el corazón y luego amarrar tu cuerpo con estos brazos y así entregarnos juntos hacia el amor. Déjame que yo te quiera y hacerte sentir muchos besos y amor. Que en este mundo no es bueno vivir sin cariño, vivir sin amor.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
That's amazing,
Chente
man.
Barrera, baby.
Asústame one time.
Accompanied by Mr. Lucky
Oye,
Joe.
man, y se sacó la guitarra también.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
bro, that was good, dude.
Right
Thank
on,
you
right
so
on.
much,
That
man.
was awesome, man. That
We
was
could be
awesome.
here. We could be here all night, but I'm
Sí.
gonna give room for the other guys that are here because
Yeah.
Rock's gotta go in a
Sí,
few
a ver,
minutes.
le tengo que poner, bro. Chingate.
So I want to thank, and again, what Lucky said earlier, it's good to see you guys together, man. Really, really,
Yeah.
really. Y gracias a ustedes, what y'all do for the Onda, because, I mean, like they say, social media is where it's at now, and you guys are on top of the
Muchas gracias,
on top of the
carnalito.
mountain there,
Thank you,
man. So
Chente.
thank you guys,
Appreciate it,
brother.
man.
Y lo que necesites, aquí estamos yo y Bumper, carnal.
You got it. Y'all give it up for Bumper. Y'all give it up for Rock and Roll
All right.
James. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you, Chente.
Vamos a traer a dos integrantes de el grupo Entrego.
Entrego,
A ver,
they've been waiting.
Tenemos
ya.
aquí
Bien
para dos
vestidos
de
los
ellos.
vatos también.
Hacemos algo breve porque Chiva ya se me va a ir el avión, está el piloto ya calentando los motores de...
Hey, Rock, you
Del-
came
del
on a
avión.
plane, but was it a regular? Yo, man, how you doing, brother? All right. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Fix
man?
up those microphones
How you
there.
doing? How you doing? One of you is gonna have to probably sit on the
Míralo,
chair
míralo,
part right
míralo.
there, on the arm. Hey, Rock, but when you came, did they have propellers or it's like a regular plane?
No, hombre, they were mixing the oil with the gas, bro, on the plane, bro. Too psycho, carnal.
Too psycho oil they were putting in there.
Como de la weed eater, carnal.
Well,
Este es el
I-
pinche
I-
motor del avión, carnal.
I thought hashtag PVT. I thought you guys were already like landman. I thought jet waiting for
No,
you.
pe, carnal.
You and Rally pull up and Rally's with like
Bro.
Louis Vuitton bags walking up to the private jet.
Bro, I'm still driving a 2009 Versa with a 5-disc CD changer, carnal. Power windows, air condition. I'm a simple guy, bro. You know,
okay.
You know, ando
But
que-
don't ask him about his Harley Davidson.
Pues es a Harley 2014 y, you know, está pagada y tengo un Boss 1983, you know, todo viejo y pagado, ¿verdad? La Baby Doll es la que anda en un X6 nuevo, carnal, y tiene la onda. So, you know.
Happy
por-
wife,
por
happy
eso,
life.
Yeah, no. Ya
Grupo Entrego from right
Yeah.
here in Midland, Texas.
Dale.
Big Spring.
West Texas.
Yeah, West Texas. Big Spring,
Big
Colorado
Spring.
City. We
Órale.
got guys spread out all over. We got, a matter of fact, some of the guys here from Odessa.
Órale. Well, how big is Big Spring? How many people you got there?
25,000.
2,500?
25,000.
Oh, 25,000.
Hey,
Oye,
la chica.
es un pueblo grande, carnal. I thought it was one of those little towns around here que vientas una piedra de un city limit sign al otro, carnal, le pegas, carnal, tiene.
piernas
So
para-
what's your name, homeboy?
Eric Martinez. I'm
Eric
from
Mar-
Colorado City, right down the road from
Órale.
Big Spring, about
And
30 minutes.
you
About an
are-
hour from here.
And what do you play?
Drummer, producer.
Drummer, producer,
Yes,
y
sir.
tú that?
Yo, Chris Martinez. I'm from Big Spring, Texas, bro. I'm the singer, lead vocalist.
Órale, singer, lead vocalist, and you have a beautiful girl there with you?
Yeah, my name's Amber. I sing segunda.
Órale, so backup vocalist.
My daughter.
Órale,
Yes.
wow, it's awesome to have your family.
Puro
ahí,
family,
¿verdad?
bro.
That's great,
Nice.
man.
That's awesome, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so Grupo Entrego, how many years you guys have been around with that name right there?
With Grupo Entrego, we're going on 3 years now, bro. 3 years, yeah. back in the 2000s, I had a band and stuff, but I had to step away for about 20 years, but I'm back now, so.
Why'd you step away, man?
I
Life.
started having kids, man.
I was about to say, look at his right shoulder.
Yeah,
That's why he had to stop.
No, I started having kids, man, and some other personal things happened.
Yeah, and once they grow up, then you start doing what you want, right?
I really
that's
couldn't
awesome.
do what I wanted back then, right? Because I wanted to
¿Y
raise
cómo
my
te
family.
topaste al camarada este ahí
Hijo
de
de su.
Colorado City?
Man, it was a crazy one, man. I'll let you.
So we were a buddy of ours that's
A bajo
actually
player now.
he's in the band now. He's a bajo player. Se llama Albert Monsivais.
Okay.
Birdie, and that's the guy that's from Odessa, and he's trying to make it here, but I don't know. He kind of got stuck with work and all that stuff. But anyways, Birdie, he called me one day and he was like, "Hey man, I'm about to be at the Train Cart. I don't know if any of y'all guys know about Big Spring. There's a place called the Train Cart." And he said, "Hey, I gotta go run some sound real quick, man. If you wanna come by, pull up, we'll hang out, drink a couple beers, whatever." Orale. So I pull up over there. Comencé a tomar, I started feeling good. And I DJ on the side, right?
Okay.
So after the band finished playing, I told Birdie, I said, "Hey, let me see the mic." Comencé gritando, "Hey, shout out, este que el otro." And then,
el DJ,
yeah, I was giving it him, bro.
Es animador.
I was giving it him. So anyways, here comes this vato right here down the stairs. Boom, 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 boom. "Hey, who was that on the microphone just talking just now?" I said, I thought I was in trouble, bro. I thought I was in trouble. I said, that was me. He's like, "Bro, what's your name?" He's like, "I'm looking for somebody like you." He said, "We're doing the Cinco de Mayo Festival. I need a DJ, somebody that's going to be talking like that or whatever." I was like, "Man," and from there, I gave him my number, and we just kind of stayed in contact, and it just kind of flourished from there.
Yeah, I called him at the last minute, man. I need a DJ, bro. I'll pay you, whatever, dealer. Yeah, I'll do it. All right, so he came in. This other guy that was with us was like, "Do you know this guy?" I go, "I'm barely meeting him, right?" He's like, "He's a badass drummer, right?" And I was like, "Really? Okay, cool. I didn't think none of it, right?" So I needed a drummer at one of my gigs, man, and I gave him a call. And that's how we kind of.
That's great, man.
So
It was at Rudy's Bar. The first gig we played was here in Midland at Rudy's Bar.
Yeah.
That's where you broke the ice.
You guys have a lot. You guys have a lot of. You guys got your own music, or you do a lot of covers?
Oh yeah, my own music, man. Well, of course, when we're doing live, we do a lot of covers, but everything that I'm putting out is original. I'm the songwriter.
You have to, right? You have to do a few covers and then mix in your own original compositions and stuff like that. That's how you grow. Yeah.
Well, back in the day, man, in the 2000s, I recorded a demo with the other band that I had, and like I said, I stepped away and we just had a little rough draft, 10 songs, whatever. And when I got with Eric, I told him, "Man, I got some songs, and I'm opening my book." And shout out to my other daughter, Cassidy. She's the only reason really why I started the band again, because she decided to get married, right? So she's like, "Dad, can you get the band together?" I'm like, "Man, I'll try it."
Que el vato no quería pagar.
Hey, I didn't
¿Quieres
wanna
hacer padrino de música?
Hey, it was me that encouraged her, right? Nobody, but she, I was like, "Man, it's a long shot, but I'll give it a shot, man. It's been 20 years since I've done this, So, yeah, so we ended up getting my old band together, and we played there at her wedding and stuff, and it was a good time, and it felt great, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe I can do this. My kids are grown, I done kicked them out of the house and stuff, so hey, I think we can do this, right?
Let's rock.
And I kept going, and like I was telling Eric, I got a whole book full of music. I mean, he's seen my book, I got originals.
And you guys play mainly here in West Texas?
Yeah, man, but we're trying to get up there,
Yeah.
Rock,
slowly but surely, bro.
Yeah.
Rock,
You
that's
just gotta stay
the
consistent.
problem, bro. The problem I think a lot of times is like West Texas, man. It's like for San Antonio in the Valley, it's almost out of sight, out of mind, right? If you're not seeing these bands all the time, it's hard for them to be on your playlist, right? For me, until I started doing the podcast, bro, I didn't know there was this much talent in West Texas.
So much talent.
I mean,
so much
besides
talent
the
in West
hometown boys,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That expressed they were always from West Texas.
Right.
That was really all I knew.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because they're from Lubbock. They're from Lubbock.
Yeah, man. And now you have Jerry and the guys. Just so many, like J.R. Gomez is from over here. There's a lot of guys that leave West Texas and they infiltrate San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Hey, and then next thing you
Well,
know,
that was like the country guys
what do you
going to
mean?
Nashville.
I'm from San Antonio,
Tejanos
bro.
will go there.
West Texas.
Let's not forget Anthony Patterson. Thank you.
Hey.
Number one, baby.
AP,
Got number one.
you're from, AP's from, I thought he's from San Antonio.
Yeah.
But he lives here.
No, he's
now.
from Carrizo Springs, I think, right? Well, we're going to have him here in a little bit. We got to talk to him at the end of the show. But, hey, guys, is there a platform where our fans can follow you guys and find your music and all that?
We got Facebook, we got TikTok, Grupo Entrego, we got our own website, Grupo Entrego.
GrupoEntrego.com?
Yeah,
Okay.
www.grupoentrego.
YouTube.
The good
Yeah,
thing
we got
about, my bad. The good thing about that one, the grupoentrego.com, you can go on there and you could find just about any questions that you have.
Okay.
And it'll be
We
answered.
got stories in there by each of the guys,
Yeah,
our
bios and all that
Bios.
stuff.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Contacts, it has videos, it'll take you to TikTok,
Man, I'm gonna tell
whatever,
you
bro, whatever.
We try to do my wife. Shout out to my wife. She's the best, man. She's
La patrona.
Man, she works hard for us. And also to my manager, Jose Olivas, man. They've been working really hard for us.
Yeah.
It's been real hard, man. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, no,
I'm
it's
gonna
not
sit
easy.
here.
But you got to stick to your guns, man. And, in this kind of business, we can't expect overnight success.
Right,
You got to be
exactly.
working at it. You got to be pushing it. You took a big break. Maybe if you hadn't, you might have been in a
Maybe,
different
yeah,
place today, but that's neither there or here. But you just keep pushing forward, and if you have if you're having fun doing it, making a few bucks here and there,
Yes, sir.
it's worth it, man.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
it's a release. You know what I mean?
This is my last chance. No, this is my last chance. I mean, I'm fixing to be 50. Believe it or
That's
not.
chavalo, carnal.
Hey,
So
I'm
this is-
60,
my
bro.
kids
Come
are
on,
grown.
man.
This is my last chance, and I'm here to stay.
Yeah.
And if, as long as these guys, man, these guys are real talented,
Yeah.
man. If y'all haven't seen one of our shows, man, y'all need to come see us, man. These guys are real entertaining,
Yeah.
man. And I give all credit to these guys, man.
Yeah.
because-
That's awesome.
Well, I'm gonna look you up, man.
Well, y'all
for
look
sure.
sharp. Shit, y'all
Yeah.
look good.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
La patrona. La
Puro bad and bougie. Puro bad and bougie.
Yeah, man. Grupo Entrego. You can
Let's give
find
a
them
big
at
round of applause.
grupoentrego.com.
Yeah.
Right? Make sure you guys check them out, download all their music.
right.
And we'll look forward to having you on my podcast. I'll speak on Rocks, man. But you guys come into San Antonio area, the Valley area.
Ahí le caen al
hit us up.
956.
Oh,
We'll do
yeah, for
whatever,
sure.
man. Spur of
Yeah.
the moment, we'll take off.
We'll
bro.
go have dinner with Bronco 956, bro.
Let's do it, man. So,
But
yeah.
man, we appreciate you guys coming. I know you guys were here. You've been here all afternoon waiting to sit down and talk to us, and I appreciate it. I'm sure Rock appreciates it. He's got to get on a flight.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
No, but we're gonna have better
got-
sit downs later on, man. We're gonna have some good
Yeah.
times, man.
Well,
You guys go down to
just
956.
real quick, we got two new songs out
Okay.
there. We just released our EP also. You can find that on the website, YouTube, whatever. And also, she's already starting to write music. There's a song out there that we've already done, and it's called Adonde. So you guys go look for it. Now, I'm not gonna ask her who she's talking about that song because
She
she's
won't
not gonna
say.
tell me.
She won't say.
But it's a great song. It's called Adonde. So if you guys get a chance, go check it out.
Yeah.
She wrote it. So
And follow, you guys got TikTok, obviously,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Follow them on TikTok. That's where you see all the good stuff, right?
We've hit a couple of songs on the chart. Tejano Go To, we was on there for a couple of,
Okay.
2-3 weeks.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, we hit number 13, I believe, with one of the songs called Aquí Estoy. It's a cumbia. It's a little San Antonio flavor, you know what I'm saying? So look for that one too. I mean, we got music, man.
Yeah.
It's just we just need the chance. That's
Yeah.
all we have.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we
Well,
have.
just keep pushing it.
The right
keep
here.
pushing it,
Keep going.
and use your platforms as well. And then we start sharing stuff. Now that we know, we can share the stuff. You know what I'm saying? And now that everybody's watching you right now, they can go and see it and share it them then. So that's the way it works.
Appreciate
But
it. I
man,
appreciate
we appreciate you. And the best thing about it, it's a family affair, man. It's all in the family. You got some good people with you. Y pues nothing but the best for Grupo Entrego. Ladies and gentlemen,
sir.
Grupo Entrego.
Thank you.
Vámonos, Recio.
Thank you, guys.
Asústame one time.
Thank
Are we
you
going to
guys,
bring
man.
Anthony
Appreciate
Patterson
it.
down? Where's
Yeah.
Anthony? Is he gone or is he here?
He left, dude. I think
left.
he's selling an RV or
Oh,
something.
man.
Hey,
God
big
bless
shout
him.
out once again for Bumper and Rock here in the house
Thank
tonight.
you so much.
Anthony Patterson también. Thank you
Yeah.
for having us here tonight.
Appreciate it.
Oh, we have a comedian? Come on in. Where is
Yeah.
he? Oh, Josh Nieto's here. Yeah. Oye, ya se nos había olvidado Josh Nieto. All right. Yeah, you too, man. God bless
Thank you
you.
guys, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mama. God bless you. All right. All right. Grupo Entrego. Josh, get in here, man. Right there. Sit down. Grab this mic.
Josh Nieto.
I've done some work with this guy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
We could be for a couple of hours with this guy, man.
Joke around all day, bro.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Hey, shout out to everybody that came in here and bought an RV. Thank y'all. If you haven't bought one yet, be sure to go right now.
They're on sale.
They're 80% off right now. They don't have wheels, but you know they're used.
Yeah.
But hey, if you guys can hear us out there on the other side of these mansion, these are mansion RVs right here. Somebody find me Anthony Patterson and send him this way, please.
Anthony,
if you
get over
find him,
Anthony Patterson
send
to the
we
front
might not
office.
over here.
Anthony
Where's
Patterson
his
to
wife?
the front office.
She might know where he's at.
We might not have time, but if he shows up right now, we can sit him next to Josh right there. But
Hey, bro, and if y'all need pan dulce, it's right here with Leticia and
hey,
Gilbert.
no, hell no, that's mine.
That's
I'm
yours.
taking it home. I'm
Hey,
taking
and that's
it
on
home.
sale too. If you buy an RV, you get a free empanada, for real.
Just leave me a concha.
Rock, you gonna take that on the plane?
Oh, you better believe it, Daddy.
That's contraband, bro.
That's contraband.
You're gonna get searched. They're gonna check your
yeah.
concha.
Hey, the people that clean the plane when you're done, or when you eat the concha, you know you can never eat a concha.
Are you
without
kidding?
crumbs
It ain't
all
even
over
gonna
the
make it
place.
on the plane. When the security looks at it, I'm sorry, you can't take that in. Put it over here. Ponle pa acá. We're
Hey.
gonna have pan dulce today.
Have you ever seen airport in San Antonio where the airport posts pictures of people that usually going back to the Midwest, they fill their bags with nothing but HEB tortillas, dude.
Oh, yeah,
the
dude,
whole bag. You think that they're taking drugs and they're taking
Yeah,
tortillas?
I have a homie, my friend. Her name's Nena. She's from Chicago. Every time she comes to New Braunfels, to San Antonio, she takes a big ass bag, like a whole luggage, bro, like a suitcase
Hey, but yeah.
of HEB tortillas back to Chicago.
Well, you never know, man. Those tortillas might be made out of cocaine, man. You never know, man.
Yeah, Nana
This
Rodriguez.
tortilla will keep you up all night.
Oh
Yeah,
my
dude.
God, Rock.
Bro, they're buttery too. Like you ever tried the buttery ones?
Yeah. Hey, break it up. Break up that tortilla.
Do they have HEB?
Snort a strip.
Do y'all have HEB in Midland?
What?
HEB over
Hey,
here?
I didn't know that, dude. I was talking to, it was a big shout out to Gilbert Alaman, Gibby. We know him as Gibby in the industry. He helped me, he didn't help me. He drove me here. He's going to drive me home. He drives me to a lot of
He's
things
your
that we
buddy
have.
or what?
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. And he's sleeping right now. He's doing the right thing.
Here?
Yeah, no, he's asleep in the vehicle, so when we leave, he can drive back,
Did
right?
you crack the window for him or?
Nah, he'll be all right. Puro carbon monoxide, no hay pedo. Right?
The van's gonna smell like crack and socks. Like butt crack and socks. That's what the van's gonna smell like.
But I already forgot what I was talking about.
You were talking about your buddy sleeping.
I know, but what were we talking about before that?
The HEB tortillas.
Yeah. The
The
tortilla
but no,
that
about
would keep you
HEB.
up all night.
I didn't know there was HEBs in West Texas because I know, like in Dallas area, they barely starting to get them, and they're in South Texas. We're
todo lo que
spoiled,
hay.
dude. They're in every other corner. You know what I mean?
There's none in El Paso.
No.
None in El Paso, right?
What do they got
There's
in El Paso?
They got ojos locos.
Oh, they got They
Sal,
got chicas locas.
But dude, El Paso calls tacos burritos. ¿no?
Yeah, man. What's up with that?
That's why they don't have an HEB. You need to tell your friends. So start calling a taco, and then the HEBs will show up. I promise.
It's a breakfast taco.
Tacos Palenque? Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Tacos Palenque is good, man.
Yeah, no, man, but down, like over there in Dallas, you got Folgers and Albertsons, right? They're like the kings over there. They tried infiltrating the 956, and they didn't last,
They didn't make
dude.
it.
No, they
Who
didn't
was
make
that?
it.
Who was that?
You can't deal Folgers and Albertsons.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
not
yeah,
Folgers.
no.
What's
Kroger.
the name? Kroger's.
Kroger.
I was saying
El
coffee.
vato está
I
puro
need some coffee. nigga.
Somebody give this guy a cup of coffee.
Talk
bro.
about a tortilla that'll keep you up all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Kroger's.
Oh, my goodness,
It was
man.
Kroger's, man. Kroger's and Albertsons, they tried to infiltrate the 956.
Didn't work.
But Raza didn't go for it, man. It's HEB.
Yeah, they didn't.
and
Just the name was messed up. They're like, we're not gonna go to no Kroger's.
HEB and Walmart, man. That was it,
Yeah.
But so what's going on with you, man? You're doing some comedy?
It's been great, bro. I just did his shows at Laugh Out Loud in San Antonio with the homie Raymond Horta. Shout out to Raymond Horta, one of my best friends, man.
Man, that guy's really helped you out, no? He's
Dude,
really
yeah,
giving you a hand, man.
He's amazing, bro. And we did LOL. We did 5 shows, and every show was badass, bro.
Yeah.
It was killer.
He's
And-
going to be on my show this week along with Z-Man. Raymond
cool.
Horta and Z-Man, the guy that's boxing Bronco 956.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was fake. It's real.
No, it's real, dog.
Oh,
it's real.
shit,
I thought
okay.
it was
It ain't fake, man.
They say he fights everybody. I'm like,
Hey,
I don't know who he's fighting.
It
who he's
ain't
not
AI, man. It ain't
fighting. I thought
AI.
he was fighting Beavis and Butthead. I don't know who the hell he's fighting now, bro.
Bro, I guarantee you, man, it's going to be packed to see that, bro.
So when is that happening?
March 21st.
Dude, that's going to be bigger than the Jake Paul fight.
For sure. That, and there's going to be more
That's gonna
chingazos,
be bigger
too.
than Rocky
Hey,
and
hey, Rock,
Drago.
do you think they're really gonna throw chingazos?
Pues a huevo, carnal. You know, they're going to throw chingazos. Nobody wants to lose.
They're just going to have like a dance-off. Just,
And, hey, no.
Hey, no, Rock, for
And they
real. Are
give-
they really gonna throw like? They're gonna be like really? It's not gonna just be for show. It's gonna be like, hey, I'm trying to knock you out.
Well, the winner gets an extra incentive bonus money, you know? So,
oh, wow.
so if one of the guys.
Who do you got?
I got Bronco, dog.
Do you?
Yeah,
No,
that guy has callus on callus, carnal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. ¿Cómo se llama el otro vato?
Cayo and Cayo, carnal.
Who's he
What's
fighting?
his name? The other guy?
Z-Man.
I'm gonna go with Z-Man.
He's been in the pen.
I haven't seen him. What is
17 years in the pin,
what,
bro.
what's his height and weight?
His height and weight is.
He's probably about 160 pounds, probably about 5'7", 5'8".
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Bronco 956 is going to knock his ass
I
out.
know, man. Bronco's been.
Hey, bro. Just because
Bronco's a
the bigger they
bricklayer,
are,
dude.
Josh, the
Yeah.
bigger they
And
are,
Bron-
the
no,
harder they
but
fall. He
Broncos-
don't have no cardio, bro.
He's darker, though. He's
Ese
darker.
vato in prison has cardio. vato.
Those dark Mexicans, bah! Knock you out, bro. I'm from New Braunfels,
Look.
bro. I'm light-skinned. Like, I don't even belong here.
Look,
Like,
just look at
this is
Bronco 9.
Tejano, whatever. I ain't Tejano, bro.
Josh, look at Bronco 956's face.
I know.
You think a punch
That looks
can
like
hurt
That
that?
looks like a leather catcher's mitt, dog.
For
That-
sure,
yeah.
dude. It looks like a catcher's mitt, bro.
Bronco's
Leather.
face can take
Pura pinche
98
baqueta,
mile per
carnal.
hour baseballs at Bronco's face, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And nothing's going to happen.
There ain't nothing's gonna
That's
happen to him.
funny.
Nah.
Well, look who showed up finally. I mean, hopefully he was
Wow.
holding us
Oh,
up because
man,
of
sorry,
something.
bro.
Hey, Rock's
Come
gonna
on,
catch
man.
a flight, bro.
Yeah, come
Tommy,
on in, come
come
on,
on,
bro.
Hey, what's the name of the actor from Landman?
Yeah, Billy Bob.
Yeah,
What's up,
Billy
man?
Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton,
His jet's
man.
waiting for a rally and rock. and
Yeah.
we're looking for- Ladies and gentlemen, the guy who made today happen for all of us.
Yeah.
Make some noise for Mr. Anthony Patterson. Ron Hoover.
Thank you for everybody coming out, man. We really appreciate it.
Get closer to the mic. We want to hear you.
Rock and Bumper, man. Thanks for coming out. I wanted to do the first time that Rock and Bumper did something live together. We made it happen. Thanks for everybody for coming out.
Hey, y'all
We
need
had
to
a great
sit
show.
closer. Y'all need to sit closer.
No, we're good. We're good.
The crowd wants y'all to sit
Hey,
closer.
no, what I want to talk about is what y'all's take on politics?
Oh well, we're on different.
You see how we are on the couch? That's about as far as we are on politics.
This is a great place, an amazing place.
you're
great
saying that-
RVs, amazing RVs.
You're saying that because I gotta go. Yeah, that's why you're saying it.
we got the
He's
best
trying to
RVs.
keep you, Rock.
You don't want me
He's
to
trying
leave Bumper in
keep you.
shame.
He's trying to keep you here longer, man.
No, we had a good
Yeah.
we had a good turnout at the RV show, man. And thank you to Ron Hoover, the owners that
Yeah.
put these things together. And let me spend money on Tejano. Let me spend money on advertising at Tejano platforms, right? And man, just thank once again everybody coming out.
Yeah.
All the artists, Grupo Entrego, Destiny, Rigo, Chente.
¿Qué pasa con la masa podcast? They're here too. Un saludo. ¿Qué pasa con la masa?
For real.
Yeah, they had to get on the road, man. It's a long drive, that y'all know the drive. So, once again, thank you for coming out, man. I really appreciate it. So, that's all I really got, man.
Yeah.
Josh Nieto was a
No,
funny dude.
yeah, we're gonna have some fun tonight,
Okay,
bro.
okay.
Right?
Well, talk to me about it. What are we doing?
Okay, so we're doing like a backyard comedy show party extravaganza.
Yeah, so
That's a long title, man.
Yeah,
I know.
bro,
I made it
so,
up right now.
Yeah, so what we did was we gave away a backyard party on the radio for Lucky Joe and Joshua Nieto.
Yeah.
So the ninth caller won. So tonight we'll be at a backyard in Odessa, Texas.
So
Can
y'all
you give
come.
out the address or
Hey,
no?
Are they
Yeah,
allowed?
yeah,
Are they
yeah.
allowed to come or not? I can say
Give out the address,
Look,
bro.
I can
I
say,
can,
look,
I
I can
can.
say that's my grandma and grandpa. That's my tia.
Just put on your Bronco 956 bulletproof
Yeah.
vest.
Oh, man, I mean, once again, man, it's cool things that Ron Hoover does, right?
Yeah.
Ron Hoover, we support a lot of Tejano, man, a lot of country, Texas country.
So it's all about.
You know, and so to make sure everyone, we keep Tejano going, right? We keep the Honda going, the Tejano culture alive. And Ron Hoover lets me do that for West Texas. And so, man, big shout out, big round of applause to the Ron Hoover family.
Yeah.
For sure. Couldn't do it without them. I mean, if I would have told them 4 years ago I'm doing a Tejano backyard party, I'd have been like, man, we're not doing that. But 4 years later, and big shout out to my wife, Stephanie Pettis in the house. Where's she at? Stephanie Patterson. She just changed her last name to Patterson
All
like
right.
a month ago, man.
Oh. You know what's crazy?
Where at though? On Facebook or at the courthouse?
At the courthouse, man. Hey, man, real quick.
Because the courthouse doesn't matter. Facebook matters.
Yeah, it's the Facebook official, man. So real quick story. I've been doing sales for 20 years, right? And we got married on my lunch break, right?
Somebody bought a thing.
Yeah, we got another one sold.
All right, we got another one sold, baby.
We got married on our lunch break, right? We went to the courthouse, got the certificate. I went right back to work. And so she's definitely a car guy's wife, RV guy's wife, right?
Yeah.
When we have my little boy, he's born on the 3rd because the 31st is a closeout. So you can't induce on the 31st, doctor. You got to wait till the 3rd. I got to do my numbers. We got to wrap up the month. So that's my little boy was born on October 3rd. We held it over 2 days just for work.
Just so you can get your work done.
So
Yeah.
she's definitely
man.
she's definitely an RV guy's wife, man. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
Once again, baby, love you.
That's
Thank you
awesome.
for being here.
You know, it's crazy. When I got here, I ran into some fans from Cedar Park,
Yeah,
all the way
man.
from Austin.
We
Drove
had
5
people
hours.
To come see y'all, and they bought an RV.
Yeah, they
Let's
bought
go.
an RV.
That's
So thank you
badass.
to the fans from #PVT that came by from Cedar Park all the way to Midland.
Hey, you better get commission on that damn RV.
Hey, man.
And
You
Bert
better
got
get
it.
commission.
We got it already.
Let me
We got
tell
it
you.
already.
Hey, let me tell you, Anthony's already getting a return on investment here, brother.
For sure.
All
We're
right?
even. We're breaking even.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're always breaking even.
Hey, before we get off, just because it's from far away, there's somebody watching. A lady named Rebecca Cranston watching all the way from Australia right now.
Down
She watches
Crikey, Mike.
both. She watches both podcasts. She's like, this is really cool seeing both of you guys
It is,
on the
man.
same
It's awesome.
podcast. So saludos to ella. Saludos to my wife. All my family back in San Antonio that's
Wicha.
tuning in.
From down
So,
under.
Wicha from down under.
And my wife, too,
down under,
who, came in
Shout
the
out
clutch.
to Rally, came in
Yup.
clutch today.
Yeah.
Dog, she's
I
been
bring,
working the scene, bro.
Yeah, I didn't bring my producer, but again, Rock's the one that
Good job,
showed me
Rock.
all the stuff to buy.
Rock, for
So she basically left their studio there and walked in right into ours. It's the same
Yeah,
stuff.
and I just want to say one more thing, man. Like it's so cool for me to be part of this event, right? And Ron Hoover to be sponsoring it. Like I'm such a big Tejano fan, right? I'm y'all's fan.
And you're recording
Right?
music
Like,
too, bro.
Yeah. I'm y'all's fan, man. So to be here with y'all and have you part of this event is just awesome, man. So once again, thank you for coming, making the trip, making the flights, taking time from your family, man. We really appreciate it.
And we have fans from Rankin, Texas here tonight. They've got us some
Rankin.
pan dulce from Odessa. El Paso, Sal in the house from El Paso.
Puro Chucotown.
Stanton, Texas is here tonight as well this afternoon. Midland and Odessa as well. And
right.
we want to thank you all for coming by and being part of this big event right here at the Permian Basin RV and Boat Show, sponsored by Ron Hoover of Odessa, Anthony Patterson, and everybody. If you need an RV, you come. It doesn't matter if you have to travel, just like our fans from Cedar Park. They came 5 hours and got one hell of a deal with Anthony because Anthony's willing to bend over backwards to get you in that beautiful RV of your dreams. Right, Anthony?
Man, if y'all are now for anybody watching, right? If you got questions, right, or I don't think I'm gonna get approved, or my credit's not great, come and see us, man. We're gonna be the #1 subprime dealer in the country.
Wow.
2025.
The West Texas Yes Guys.
We get you in the camper, the boat of your dreams for sure. Once again, thank God for coming. I got to get back to where they're calling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I saw your watch go off.
Yeah, and I got to get out of here too, man. I'm flying out. Josh, thank you so much,
Thank you, bro. Thank
and when
y'all.
you're down
Thanks,
in the
Bumper.
956, look me up. And when you're down in the 210, look up Bumper
He
Man.
lives
'cause
in a
you've got
210. You
budget.
better
Dude,
come.
we gotta connect,
We gotta
We're gonna have
connect.
some
I want to
fun.
get his number here before we
Have
leave.
you had him on your show?
We haven't.
Oh, you
That's
got
what
him.
I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna
We
be
gotta
from
connect.
now on. I'm Windshield from now on. It's Bumper. I'm Windshield.
Yeah.
That's my new nickname, Windshield,
No,
y'all.
man.
Cause I go like this when I leave. What's up, y'all? Windshield.
Before we call it an evening, I want to thank Rally. Rally, thank you again for stepping in, helping us out. No, thank you, brother, for helping both shows
You're
out.
welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you,
did.
guys.
You did an amazing job, Rock.
Wait,
it's-
but I have one question.
Oh man, here we go.
Who do I send the invoice to?
Oh! Send it to Ron Hoover RVs
Odessa.
of Odessa. Nombre, Rock, thank you, so much, bro. It's a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure talking to you, hanging out with you. You guys on social media can think what you want. I tell you guys all the time when Rock's name is brought up on any of our shows, we're good friends. You know what I mean? And that's what makes this thing great. Rock said at the beginning of the show, it's about supporting our cultura, our música, and that's what we're doing. And Rock, keep doing what you're doing, man. again, I've looked up to you since I've started. I think when we started, we're the only two left.
Yeah.
As you say, every now and then,
Non-stop.
we're still kicking ass and taking names, man.
Yeah, and don't let politics break your friendships apart. It's bullshit. All right, you can have difference of opinions. You can have difference of ideas, but you can always be friends. It's like two boxers getting into the ring and kicking each other's ass. They're gonna hug each other and respect each other because hey, that's what we do, and that's what me and Bumper do. And we are always there for you, 110%. I'm there for him 100%. He's there for me 100%, and that's the way we live life. Okay,
That's right, for sure, man.
Thank you so much.
Until next time, Ron Hoover, everybody, West Texas. Thank you guys. We'll see y'all next time.
Bumpers Wacky Wednesday and hashtag
PVT.
PVT. Wow!